Hello and welcome to session 16, I believe, of Adventures in Gran, our sci-fi pirate D&D game inspired by the likes of Eberron, Treasure Planet, and One Piece, and so on. My name is Julian, or JuliCiel. I am your GM for the day. I'm so excited to be walking the party through this prison arc, because we are either halfway or more than halfway through the campaign by now, and things are getting real. So that's me. Addie, why don't you introduce yourself and who you're playing?
Hello, my name is Addie. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm so sorry.
With a Dexter's Lab voice?
The whole day I was down from my booster shot. I took a really good nap and now I'm alive. So here we go, y'all. But yes, my name is Addie. I am playing the beautiful Elanor Uirchanar. She's just a very, very stunning, crazy woman. You're gonna know her exactly within like 5 minutes. But she's the power of summer or winter, depending on what time it is. If she's taking a little nappy nap or if she hasn't, who knows? You'll find out shortly. You can find me at addiebrehayes.com, on Instagram, Addie Bree, TikTok, Addie Hayes, Twitter, Addie Bree.
It's next to her name.
Woo! Okay, Matt, what's up with you? I heard you.
Addie, are you sure you're not delirious?
I think I'm delirious because I feel good. I think my body's just like, thank God.
I'm convinced.
What up? It's your boy. It's your friendly neighborhood photographer, Matt. Oh shit, I got it wrong. Matt the Eberle photography. There we go.
It's the left hand that we chopped off, right?
Yeah, okay. Yep. That's why I had to adjust. I'm like, oh, I went for the dominant hand because yeah. So, what's up, fam? Yeah, I'm Diya MorningStar. Your artificer who's feeling a little underhanded today. Almost like he's lost a handle on the situation, but he could single-handedly come back.
Okay.
Hey, look, we're rocking the dad energy today. We're gonna run with it. Malik, what the fuck is up?
I'm sorry. I just took like at least 12 psychic damage from all of what you just said.
That's enough to kill an NPC.
I know.
Sure.
Hello, it is I, Malik, and I am playing the soon-to-be or not soon-to-be decapitated Sylvia Etherhorn, the pirate with the thirst for blades and other women who are really good with blades, specifically Hermano Ishtar. And
Stop trying to bang my villains.
We're trying to figure out a way to, I don't know, I guess save Sylvia's life, because she's pretty much the only one on this is, no pun intended, chopping block. And yeah, that's about
literally what.
That's about what. No, that was the only turn of phrase I could think of at the time.
What could
you are on the block for.
That's fair. Yeah, that's about all I got going on. You could follow me at the Maliki Cauldron on Instagram. And again, I have not received any DMs yet of any Sylvia Hermano Ishtar fanfictions, but if they're out there, if anybody's interested out there, I'd be happy to proofread
just
it
watch
for
Malik,
you.
like 20 years from now. They'll discover these videos on our YouTube channel when one of us
imagine you fucking imagine.
And you know what? To make the deal extra charming, like I'll also read it over to you. You get two read overs in one.
Addie will do a dramatic reading of your fan fiction.
Oh, and then you'll pay me to do a dramatic reading of Addie's dramatic reading.
Yes.
And then you'll pay Michael, who has to organize the reading of my reading and the reading of Addie's reading, and then
why are we trying to make this
on that reading?
Why are we trying to make this a pyramid scheme?
This is like the least lucrative pyramid scheme. This is a thing that only Malik wants.
Michael, introduce yourself so we can start the game. Also,
Michael.
What's up, Brigands?
I'm Michael. You might recognize me from fucking something. You'll recognize me from the show you're watching right now. You might recognize me from when we're doing dramatic reading or whatever, like fucking horny fan fiction Malik wants today.
Wait, you're
It doesn't have
getting
to be
in the
horny.
horny man fiction?
It could be slice of life. It could be romance. It could be very endearing, compassionate.
I prefer
Sylvia's not
romance.
just
I
about-
prefer it, but
Sylvia's not
Oh my
all
God.
about bang bang choo choo train, but
What the
it doesn't
fuck
hurt.
does that mean?
Uh,
You know.
Anyway,
hell?
I'm Michael. You might recognize me from the fucking show you're watching, I guess, probably, maybe. I don't know. I play Heads and Heels. He's a monk. He used to be a great domain cleric, but then he fused with another guy. There's two people in his head, not one person in his head, but the other person's like the regular brain. But yeah, he's got like a king inside of his brain helping him do nefarious things. And he's a hill dwarf and he's an idiot. You can follow me at Steam_Gorilla on Twitter and Twitch. And you can watch the show you're watching right now by opening your eyes.
So true. So true. Incredible. Everyone also say hi to Friggins in the chat. Friggins is a fellow player on the Free Forge with me. He plays in Become Legend, which
Yo.
takes
Hell
place in the
yeah.
universe of Arcane. He plays this awesome character who has the strength to punch through walls and also has like a ghost version of himself that he can summon. It's sick.
Whoa,
Legit, one
that's
of my favorite
cool.
character
Shit.
concepts.
What up? What
Uh,
up?
Oh, is that is
Pull up
that
a
like
chair, stay a
the
while.
Shadow Knight archetype, or what is it called?
Echo Knight.
Echo Knight.
It's in Ultramodern 5, so not quite D&D, though there is some inspiration
Gotcha.
from it. And they also did take some inspiration from League of Legends in like your character has 4 abilities that unlock over time, and you can like eventually use your ultimate and stuff like that. throughout the
Nice.
session, if certain conditions are met, etc. Anyway, let's go ahead and dive right into session 16 of our D&D sci-fi pirate inspired game. So,
Excuse me.
and bless
I
you
pooped
for
myself.
it. Last time on Adventures in Gran Insulae, the party was betrayed, kidnapped by a comic relief character who revealed himself to be the big head of the Gran Insulae Navy. He kidnaps all of you, puts you into a cell where hijinks immediately ensue on the way over to the prison island of Bastille. You discover that King Zeno exists in Hedrover's head, even though he is now a newly monkified Heads and Heels. You also get a glimpse of Eleanor's cousins, Ren and Irie, the young royalty of the Spring and Autumn courts, before they are taken off as well. And the party ends up getting split based on unarmed threat level, because this is a place with no magic. So the more mage-like Elanor and Diya are taken into Block B of the prison, which is Block G of the prison, which is one of the more medium threat levels, because with your magic cuffs on, you cannot cast spells. Meanwhile, Block B, that's where Hedson and Sylvia are taken, because they are more decent physical combatants. Hedson and Sylvia make some perhaps surprising allies in the forms of Skull, the lizard folk first mate to one of your early rival pirates by the name of Ironbeard, and Genghis McDingus, a court mage named by the players who
They're
survived.
already allies? One
Who
of them
survived?
punched me.
Yeah, Genghis did punch you. But hey, you got a pretty balanced party now. You got Skull, Genghis, Hedson, and Sylvia in Block B. And in Block G, Elanor reunites with Ren and Irie, who are more of the barbarian and rogue variety. There's some plans for escape discussed. Ren mentions that he is quite good at sneaking around and gathering intel. And meanwhile, Skull says that he doesn't expect Ironbeard to just let his first mate be kidnapped. You're all interrogated one by one. Sylvia is interrogated by former crewmate Helen, who joined the Navy after Sylvia got one of their friends killed and seemed to be a little bit thrown off by Sylvia's apology. Elanor was interrogated by Admiral Grant Zeus, a big, boisterous air genasi who ultimately suspected nothing. His wisdom is not the highest. Hedson was interrogated by Vice Admiral Briggs, who expressed discontent with the way the Navy was being run, which was interesting, and his position in it. And our dear sweet Diya was interrogated by Vice Admiral Pope, formerly friend of the party,
Fleet Admiral
Zaxxery. Excuse me, Fleet Admiral Raphael Pope, who first threatened to kidnap Steam King, and when Diya did not comply, shot their warforged friend through the chest, then threatened to the crew, and when Diya did not go into the bluff, he chopped off Diya's left hand. and that is where we pick up this session. Your interrogations happen almost simultaneously. So each of you, with the exception of one unconscious Diya, are escorted through the hallways of the prison island of Bastille back into your courtyards. Hedson and Sylvia, you two reunite. You see Skull and Jingus are waiting for you.
What the fuck is this now?
So what did they want of you? Says Skull, who I'm deciding kind of has a little bit of a reptilian voice, a little bit here, to distinguish him from other characters.
Oh, you know, just the typical, who do you work for, you know, and upper crust, you know, pirate bullshit. Asking questions that they're not going to get the answer to. Well, actually, I saw a familiar face and kind of just shot the shit for a little while. I didn't actually get interrogated at all. Keep that on the hush, though.
It's not too bad then. I kind of got interrogated, but it seems like the guy is just kind of like pissed off about middle management, so that's not too bad. I mean, like, I don't know. It seems like him and Raphael Pope don't get along, which is useful.
Interesting. Wait, also, what the fuck do you care? You punched me in the face not too long ago.
Jingus McDingus speaks up in a very bland prisoner uniform. They've got blonde hair, some falling into their face, some tied back into a ponytail. I didn't know that King Zeno fused so successfully now. Sorry, look, King Zeno was really helping my family a lot on account of me being a court mage. So I want to ensure your safety. I want to get home to my family. That's my angle. I can't do much because I'm a mage, but if we get out of these cuffs, maybe we can make stuff happen.
Easy, just get out of the cuffs. That's all we gotta do. And, Sylvia, let bygones be bygones. It's one punch. What are you gonna do? From a mage? Come on. You're taking worse punches.
By the way, to set the scene in the courtyard a little bit, you are never alone with the other prisoners. Each block of the prison A to Z has about 20 prisoners. So there are other prisoners around, and each courtyard is guarded by a few Navy officers. Why don't you both make a perception check real quick?
Cool.
Why don't you? It's more
Who
of
the
a
fuck is
commandant.
Ooh, okay. So
Triggered.
we're
These
warming
rolls
up.
fucking
Warming
suck.
up. That's a 6.
I got a 9.
Okay.
And I'm literally proficient in this.
You do see 3 Navy soldiers in the courtyard guarding these 20 prisoners. You are not able to identify their skill levels or abilities. Or weapons, particularly.
I just want to bring Jingus in for a hug and just squeeze a little bit tighter, and just say, "All right, bygones be bygones.
Really?
Don't ever punch me again."
Jingus steps back. All right. Yep. No punching. I got a little stressed. I thought that I was taken away from my family and had no way of getting back to them. But hey, with all of us here, maybe we can do something. I don't know.
Well, you know, I'm trying my best to be optimistic about all of this. But, you know, I don't see too much harm in perhaps also just accepting the inevitable that I'm going to die. So while I just go through that, you know, cycle of existentialism, you lot can start to, I don't know, maybe formulate some semblance of a plan, because I'm not really firing on all cylinders right now. And then she just kind of like saunters off.
Skull looks to you, Hedson. Do any of us know when Sylvia is set to be executed?
No, but Sylvia's right. Sylvia's gonna die if it's the 4 of us. If it's just the 4 of us coming up with a plan, like, Sylvia's gone. But I think if we can get like
the
a
little
wood
blonde
woman-
one is your brains, right?
I don't even mean just like our crew. I think we need like more people. Like, I don't know. Like, I don't think they can take all of us on if we like all get our handcuffs off and everything. And there's a lot of people
A prison
here.
riot would work, maybe, if there weren't admirals who could sink ships by dropping lightning bolts on them.
I mean, I don't know if you know a lot about heads and heels. I mean, come on. I'm like,
I truly
Sure they-
don't. You are much younger than the last time I saw you.
yeah, I got a lot of explaining to do. But I'm also a king, partially, right? I'm a king, right? Still.
Yes, Hedrover. You are the king. You are the rightful king of Dalavar. In fact, we are.
Right, I'm the rightful king of Dallas, whatever. So, like, what's the worst thing? I probably have some Korean left over. We could, like, forget a riot. What if we do, like, a full-on, like, rebellion? Like, you know, like, start, like, an underclass, then in a short amount of time, get Sylvia out of here, pit people against each other.
That's not a bad idea. Let me tell you all about how things work around here. And then we cut to Elanor. Elanor, you are returned to the courtyard. Ren and Irie are waiting for you. Diya is not there. Ren goes, "Hey, cousin! What did they ask you?"
Where is he? But nothing really. I mean, he seemed like a big dumb boy. I was brilliant, but I didn't find out anything.
He seemed like a big dumb boy, and Ren brushes some of the dark green hair off of his face. What do you mean by... Who are you talking about?
The big man who interviewed me.
Do you
I wasn't
have a-
talking about Diya. I was wondering where he is,
you have
but
a
now
name?
I'm realizing I didn't find out any information from him.
Yeah, Elanor, all you really got from Grand Zeus is that he could probably destroy you with a fart if he was willing.
Nothing, except he's dumb strong, but no. He doesn't suspect a thing from me. But I
Well,
think
that's good. If he thinks you're a civilian and all this, it might be easy to maybe do some sneaking out of here or something.
I stick to the plan. I bet Diya has good information. He is a true leader of our group. Well, I'm just pathetic trash.
At this point, your cousin, Autumn Eldrin Irie, speaks up. You might be, but I bet we can get out of here. And at this point, Diya, you wake up
Mm-hmm.
and you see a pristine white ceiling above you.
Mm-hmm.
You are in a hospital bed on the inside of the base. Fluorescent light, you're kind of surprised you were able to sleep through it. And it seemed like you were very quickly bandaged up, and you look down to your left hand, and sure enough, there is a stump covered in bandages at the wrist. Your vitals are being monitored with a little IV as well.
Right, dear. You've been through worse.
Oh my god.
That's the time Susie was picking on you.
Hey, this Susie sounds like a real bitch, huh? And you realize that Raphael Pope is in the room with you, arms folded, sitting in a chair. The head of the Navy, he's a Shadar-Kai elf, so he has gray, shadow-like skin. He has slicked back white hair, sunglasses, and an open Hawaiian shirt as he's just kind of like lounging. Diya, you knocked out relatively quickly there. That's good. That means your brain knew that the shock would protect you from all that hurting, but don't worry. You're all patched up. You're not gonna die of that. Because you still haven't actually answered my question. If,
You fucking cut my hand off!
Yeah, because you weren't cooperating. This would be so much easier if you just told me where our weapon scientist is.
She fucking died in the explosion. What more do you want from me?
Do you make a deception check for me?
Oh god fucking damn it.
I'm assuming with disadvantage.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, baby. So where is that? Ah, there it is. Yeah, that's a 2.
Okay, I fucking knew it was a bait and switch.
At this point, Raphael Pope, formerly Zaxxery, narrows his eyes at you. All right, Diya. I think I've gotten a good amount of information from you today. Why don't you go ahead and rest up? And I want you to remember, as you're lying in this hospital bed, down one sword hand, that you, my sweet friend, are standing in the way of peace. Peace for yourself, peace for your crew, peace for the whole world, just because you are so unwilling to cooperate. Maybe consider, Diya, that we're the good guys in all of this, okay? Bye! And he leaves and shuts the door behind him.
Diya like screams in frustration, like all the calm, all the Diya that we've known up to this point just is let out in one guttural scream.
You scream to the point where you start getting lightheaded again, and as that happens, 2 Navy officers pick you up, put you into a wheelchair, and Elanor, you see a very defeated looking Diya wheeled out into the courtyard by a Navy soldier. And you might notice that he is missing a hand. Elanor, you're muted.
Oh, am I?
Oh no, you weren't.
You're back.
You just were very quiet.
Acting so well.
Still can't hear you.
Wait, why can't we hear you now?
Why can't you hear me now?
I don't know. Talk louder.
Talk quieter.
Oh
It's
wow,
the game.
we like
Maybe
really
talk
heard
quieter. The gain is like.
every other word there.
Yeah, you're peeking.
Wait. Go up or go down?
I don't know. Speak it exactly
Down.
the way you are right now.
Yeah.
I'm speaking right now as I would normally. Does
This is
it
good.
sound okay?
It's
It
good. Yeah,
does.
perfect.
On
No, it's
again.
like- No,
I
it's
think
like
it's the
cutting out
high.
really
It's the
bad.
higher registers. I think it's the higher
Ew.
registers. Zoom is
You
being
know
really
what happened to
misogynistic
you.
right now.
Yeah, what happened to you? I've lost my voice.
They took my hand.
Why? Who is they?
The Admiral. Zaxxery. I thought he was my friend. I never imagined he'd do something like this.
Zaxxery did this?
Oh, he will pay. Oh,
Once I get out of these stupid magic cuffs, I am going to take him apart piece by piece and put him in a little blender and watch him scream.
Elanor. Stop. Just stop.
Why?
We're here because of me, the choices that I've made. This isn't your fault, and this isn't anyone else's fault except mine. And I'm the one who has to bear the consequences of my choices.
Diya. You will
I can't
never-
wield my blades anymore. I can sing, but I can no longer do what I did. What my mother trained me for, what my father, what they taught me from birth, I can no longer do. But that was my choice to protect you and the rest. And this isn't something you should bear because this is my choice. And what I believe is right because I believe in you and I believe in our crew. But it hurts, Elanor. It hurts.
Oh, she takes him. She takes him in her sweet arms, and she calls Ren, Ivory.
Yeah? What's up? Can we make him stop that? Can we make him feel better?
What do you think I'm trying to do? They cut off his hand.
Yeah, that sucks. Does he? Here.
It'll be okay.
Ren pulls out a little golden coin that has the stamp of the Navy on it. He's gonna need his rest, but he's also gonna need to eat. Things in this prison work kind of weird, but I think we can help you out. And at this point, as Ren is explaining this to you, meanwhile Hedzen and Sylvia are being explained this by Skull, time for you to learn about how the prison island of Bastille works. So, you have to work in order to earn meals. You need to eat 2 meals a day in order to not experience the exhaustion condition, which will first give you disadvantage on skill checks and then attack rolls, and it'll half your movement, and eventually it will kill you if you get 5 levels of exhaustion. So you need to make sure you eat at least 2 meals a day. 2 hours of work will get you a breakfast token. 5 hours of work will get you a lunch or a dinner token. And in order to work, you will have to do skill checks, basically. So that being said, you don't know right now when Sylvia's execution is slated for. You could have time to grab information, you could have time to make allies, etc., but you might also need to be working at the same time in order to not exhaust yourselves for what's to come. So Ren has swiped 2 gold tokens and 1 silver token. Diya and Addie, if you want to track that. Because Diya would have disadvantage on his working checks on account of the one hand. Skull, having been here for a while, and just like knowing that this might come in handy being like a useful and experienced pirate, has accumulated 5 golden tokens. So that means you all could potentially get out of work to go snooping. So we're gonna go a little persona right here with the calendar a little bit and ask what you're going to do with your time. It is now work time. You can choose to work and potentially get more tokens to get more food, or you could use the tokens that Ren and Skull have accumulated to go off and do other things. We'll go to Hedzen and Sylvia. What do you two want to do? You can also discuss this amongst yourselves.
I mean, I feel like it's probably not going to be advisable for Sylvia to try to do anything because she's literally slated for execution, so she's probably under very keen eyes at all times. So I don't know that snooping would be in her best interest. I also don't think that she is in any mindset to really be doing that either.
Okay.
She probably would want to be doing work to help take her mind off of things. So I think
Great.
at least for this first day, I will work.
All right, so Sylvia, why don't you make an athletics check for me? You have to get a 10 or above.
11.
Sylvia, you get to work, and given the time of day, you are able to successfully work and eventually earn yourself.
Wait, no. Sorry.
Okay.
I thought it was a saving throw. It's an athletics check, which is a
Athletics check.
+0, so it's just an 8, so I failed.
You unfortunately, Sylvia, it's the first time you're asked to do this type of work, which is basically you go into kind of like a rock quarry within the prison, and you are breaking up rocks that seem to have magical ore on the inside. Like you are breaking open rocks with pickaxes, and as you are kind of using this unfamiliar weighted weapon, you're kind of like seeing little chunks of electric blue on the inside, which you do recognize to be a similar color to a lot of Lyran's Magitech weapons. So it looks like you are essentially mining for Magitech for the Navy. But you do not do so well enough to earn a food token. Luckily, this is your first day here. You're not going to get exhaustion. Hedzen, what about you?
Hedzen is feeling pretty gung-ho about leading a prison rebellion. This like newfound confidence of Xenos in his head, saying like, "You're a king. Everyone loves you. Everyone like just wants to be told what to do by you."
Hedrover, you are meant to rule the world.
I'm meant to rule the prison. Yes. So I'm gonna go snooping.
All right. Snooping sounds like a stealth check to me.
Oh,
Are there other question?
Yeah.
I can do that. I am gonna do that. But are there when you say like are the options are snooping or working, correct? Is that
Snooping could be talking, it could be like finding ways around the prison. Basically, you tell me what you want to do and I will tell you how we can make it happen. I do have like a bit of a map. You can gather information, you can gather layout, etc. What are you looking for specifically?
So do I need to do the stealth check first before I say what I want to do, or
If
is
you
it going to be contingent?
Let's see what you want to do first.
Cool. So I basically want to get information for like the other kind of like factions in Block B, if that makes any sense.
Go for it. Yeah, go for it.
So that's stealth?
That is actually going to be a persuasion check, which you can roll with
Cool.
advantage because you have Xeno helping you with your charisma.
Cool.
As you are basically talking to the other prisoners, maybe trying to get some information out of the guards as well. Advantage?
Oof. That's a 10.
oh my god.
A 10?
Like shit. Fuck.
Yeah, the other one was a 1, so
Okay. What you
I should have went for the stealth check. Okay.
That's okay. What you get from talking to people is that some of the division between the prison blocks are arbitrary. Like blocks B, C, and D all approximately have about the same strength of people. But they're kind of like grouped by like approximately 3 to 5 different letters. So you kind of get an idea about where the strongest people in the prison might be. They're probably in your block. And you get that Block A contains one prisoner who is apparently strong enough to warrant their own entire block for themselves. That's what you get.
Sorry, they're not in Block B, but there's someone else with like they're on their own thing, is what you're saying?
Yeah, you find out that Block A, whispered through the other prisoners, has one person in it, as the other prisoners are saying to you, like, yeah, so Block A is supposed to be a real scary bloke, right? Like, he's got guards just to himself. So, I don't know, sounds like a real nasty fellow. I don't know if he'd be so eager to hear you out, but, I mean, if there's anyone that could give the Navy a run for their money, maybe it's that.
Would I be able to do a history check to like have any vague approximation on who that is?
Sure.
Or is it just like totally okay?
Yeah, you can roll history.
Cool. 22?
Oh my god.
A few ideas spring to mind.
A good roll.
What you kind of figure is that if a person requires a whole block to themselves, they are probably not a magic user. Because the magic cuffs disable all magic. So this is somebody that warrants intense guarding even without magic.
Right.
So that means this is either somebody physically stronger than even someone like you.
Right.
Or something else like that is what you get.
Okay.
Off of a 22. I don't think you would
know who
who it is.
Yeah. Like no full
But
tale
you might be able to get more information as other time goes by.
Yeah.
We'll hop over to Elanor and Diya. Elanor and Diya, are you going to choose to work? Are you going to choose to get information? You will not experience exhaustion today. It's where tomorrow, where if you don't eat, you're going to start accumulating exhaustion.
Yeah, I am in winter form, which is very good at sneaking around, but I really don't want you to work. Like, I just don't think you should work. How are you? What do you feel?
I think that you notice Diya has become a little bit more withdrawn. He's not exactly giving orders or commands right now, and is a little bit more introspective. So for this specific time period, I will say Elanor has to choose based on what Elanor thinks is best.
Oh, down in the dumps, and of course you don't have a hand. Not that you need reminding, but you don't have a hand. So, okay, Diya, look at me right now. Yes, I
Yes,
am taking
Elanor.
charge. And that is just because you need to focus on yourself right now. Self-care is very important. So, take this coin from Ren and go eat and go find some information. People are gonna have to see you and be like, oh no, he's missing a hand. Let me help them. And you appear so much younger and softer. You appear, remember the word I use, appear softer than all these other inmates. So how does that sound?
Thank
Yes.
you, Elanor.
I'm telling you to do it. Ren, how would you feel staying with him, and then Ivory, you and me make some work to get some food?
No, we can definitely make that happen. Irie is like really strong, so she's been pretty good at accumulating. No, she hasn't. We just got here at the same time as you have. So she'd probably be pretty good at the work that you do to accumulate tokens. The one that I swiped, yeah. You can do your sneaking around. Irie can handle the work. Diya can stick with me and do some chatting.
Wait, Ren, remind me what you're good at.
I'm a sneaky little trickster. That's what I do.
Yes, I was saying you two can go
sneaky
sneak around, and me and Irie go to work. But
Diya takes his hand, puts it around Ren's neck, and kind of pulls Ren in,
Oh, we're
like
kissing.
almost sort of like touching foreheads. Ren, I need you to steal as many tokens as you can.
You don't think that's gonna piss off the prisoners we steal them from?
Not if they don't know that you did it.
I'll give it a try.
God damn.
Oh, we're kissing.
All right, so Ren is going to roll a stealth check just over the course of the next day to see how many tokens he swipes.
I love Ren.
Ren rolled a natural 20, and he's a rogue.
Oh!
So I'll consider this a crit. This is a d6. He will get double the amount of tokens that I roll on this. Ren steals 4 gold tokens.
Sheesh. Fucking bad.
Oof,
I was
that's
hoping
rough.
for 12, but
Yeah, I was really wanting.
That's
something,
like, hey, listen, that's
4 is good.
That's like 3 or 4 days of not accumulating exhaustion. It's pretty good.
Okay, that's good to know.
Great for y'all.
So, question: I know for the other two, we've established that we acknowledge that we're harvesting Magitech. Is that knowledge prevalent to Diya yet?
I'd say by now you've heard people talking about it, or otherwise just like seen it happening. That yeah, you see it.
I don't have to do this, but I feel left out. So
Is there
I'm
a
blurry. I'm censored. What's so
No.
sensual about?
No, you don't understand. Blurry is the new popular in photography. Fuck that shit. That's a different rant I'll go on later.
Boy.
Oh, I'm so excited.
is
Uh,
there
Anyway, but real quick, I do want to jump in.
Mhm.
Diya, because this was just the first day, right?
Yes, it is.
Okay, I'll wait then.
Okay, Elanor, are you sneaking?
I initially said I was gonna work, but if sneaking to steal coins, Mama will do
Sneaking
it.
to steal coins or gather information or get the layout of the place. All are good.
Fine. I'll do something not dealing with food. She's gonna sneak around the whole place.
Okay,
Get
yeah,
the
that sounds like a stealth check to me.
now? Is there any overlap between the in terms
Between-
of like?
Y'all are
Uh,
separated unless you can find a way to get together.
That's what I was gonna ask. Like, there's no period when those two overlap. Like, there's no group lunch. I don't. It's a
Unfortunately,
prison and
no.
it's not a dorm. So yeah.
Ex-
Exactly.
no.
Yeah, your lunchroom is small. It is built for the 20 of you.
I really don't want to ask what Addie rolled.
This looks good. This is a happy.
With my +9 stealth.
I'm sensing an 11 here.
An 11.
Oh.
He all did not show up to work today.
Elanor,
Oh.
you are quite sneaky in your winter form. That being said, what you are not used to, being a princess of the Feywild, are security cameras. So, you round a corner past some guards. There's a beeping noise, and one of the guards turns around and goes, "Hey!" and spins around. They hold their hand out to you. Make a Constitution saving throw for me.
Oh god.
Actually, sorry, Wisdom save.
At 20, so 21, bitch.
Oh
shit! The Navy officer attempts to cast magic on you, which you shrug off. There are 3 Navy officers approaching you now. 2 of them take out swords.
Okay, well this is
What are you doing over here?
Don't know. I'm new to this place. I just was seeing what was around, what amenities I had, and apparently there's nothing.
Well, get back into the courtyard. You're either working, or you're in your cell. You're lucky enough to have the choice of it.
Okay, but now that I have you, are there any amenities that I'm missing?
You have a toilet, and you have a bed.
Bless you, bless you. I'll just be on my way.
And Elanor, you actually do come away with some information. You clock that the Navy soldiers who are not equipped with martial weapons are likely mages. So you guys might be dealing with mages for the first time. For better or
Sick.
worse.
Yay!
Yum, yum.
And it sounds like
Not yum.
day 1 in the prison passes.
Yum yum.
Alright, so day 2.
Do we get a long rest? I'm
Yes, you
missing
do.
1 HP.
Yes, you do.
Okay.
You get a
let me
long
that
rest.
1 HP back.
Period. You all basically get your own cells. So it's private. You have a little shutter that opens and closes from the outside and the inside in the window that peeks in and out of your cell, meaning that you can give yourself privacy if you are using the restroom or anything like that. But you are in cells essentially with a bed and a toilet, no matter which block you're in. Anything else y'all want to do?
Did they get when we ate?
Mm-hmm.
Did we eat in our own cells or did we eat with like in a lunchroom?
You would have eaten in the lunchroom.
Got it. Never mind. I was gonna try to make a shiv.
Ooh, yeah,
Not yet. Okay, I have to plan that in advance.
yeah. That's some. Yeah, I think you
That's like
did a
sleight
lot
of
for your
hand.
day.
Yeah.
But that's day 1.
Cool.
You still don't know when Sylvia is going to be executed. Day 2 begins. We'll jump to Hedson and Sylvia. Thoughts?
So you said that 2 hours of work is a breakfast token
That's right.
and 5 hours of work is a lunch and or dinner token. Does
Mhm.
that then mean that I can just do 2 hours for the breakfast token and then spend the rest of the day doing other shit if I wanted to?
That's right, but you need 2 meals to not experience exhaustion. Luckily, Skull did accumulate those extra tokens for you, but yeah,
Right.
basically.
Okay.
The whole
then
idea
I-
is you can, like, wake up, do work, eat breakfast, and then... hit
Yeah.
something.
I think I'll do the 2 hours for breakfast.
Okay. Make that athletics roll for me.
Okay. Actually, let me get a drink. Wow. This. I got a 2.
I'm- Yeah, none of you are strength-based.
It's
It's like somebody wanted to put you in
I mean,
a
I have
sadistic situation.
I have +3 on fucking saving throws, but not on fucking athletics.
You can attempt to
yeah.
use the second portion of the day to get a silver token, but then you're only going to have room to do one thing later.
Yeah, I'll try one more time.
Okay.
I'll try one more time.
Okay.
For the second part of the day. Okay. That's a 17.
You are able to accumulate a... did you want to collect a breakfast or a lunch and dinner token?
I'm just gonna get. I would say that after again not being able to like do shit the first time that she tried, and then like being able to do something the second time, like I'd be hungry and annoyed, like hangry, so I would just want to eat like a good
Awesome.
meal, not like a fucking bagel
Okay.
or something. So I'll just do the full 5 hours for a dinner token.
Great. I will say that a bagel is probably also a nicer breakfast than you would get in this place.
Oh, good.
I also do want to add, you guys do have Skull and Irie, who, if not told otherwise, because they have the highest physical strength stat of all your allies here, will just be accumulating tokens throughout the day.
Okay.
So, Sylvia, you do have room to do something in the early evening, late afternoon.
Can I sort of? So, we have the courtyard and our cells, correct? Those are the only
Courtyard,
two
cells,
places.
lunchroom.
Okay.
And the many hallways that connect them, which are sealed behind doors that require either passcode or scans.
Now,
Very
if
high-tech.
I wanted to, ask two questions here.
Yeah.
The first is, they're both going to be, what check would this be? The first is, if I wanted to pay attention to the other inmates,
Mhm.
both in the courtroom or in the lunchroom, to see, like, kind of get an idea of who, if anyone, has beef with each other that could be brought to a boil.
That's a perception or probably insight, because you're trying to learn about
Okay.
people.
And also, if I wanted to do the same thing to the guards to see who may be a little lax, or who may even have some kind of like rapport that may not be very professional with one of the cellmates. Would that fall
You
on
can do
insight as well?
one or the other, because you're
Okay.
essentially you get 3 actions a day,
Okay.
and you use the first 2 to attempt to work. So you have
Right.
one more. You can either learn about the guards or learn about the prisoners. In both
I'm going to. I'm going to learn about the guards.
All right, roll insight for me.
That is and 11. Not great, but at least it's double digits, I guess.
It is double digits. Here's what you get, Sylvia. The people brought into the prison island are very, very serious Navy folks. It seems like they're probably being really paid well and treated well to be here, because you very rarely see the same guards multiple days in a row.
Interesting.
So you kind of get the vibe that they're maybe working every other day. Like,
Okay.
that's their lives here.
So there's like a rotation. Gotcha.
There's a rotation. There's a guard rotation. So it's hard to get information about any single one of them. I will also say, as you are out working, you do briefly see from a window, as you look up at the many different areas of Bastille around you, you do get a glimpse of a purple tiefling in a navy uniform looking at you before she hurries on.
That's what I was looking for.
And that is
Okay.
Sylvia's day 2. Hedson, 3 things you want to do today, which can include working, snooping, talking, etc.
So first thing I want to do is try and find this like block A, like the block that is holding just like one person and no one else in it.
Okay? Perception or stealth, depending on what you want to do. Perception for looking, stealth for investigating in person.
I'll do stealth.
Okay?
Woo! Dirty 20.
Nice. Let's go, baby. Let's get these
Hedson
good
on
fucking
the
rolls in
board.
here, baby. Let's go.
Hedrover, you are incredibly agile as well as handsome.
I know, I am.
So, with Zeno's encouragement, you are able to dodge in and out of opening and closing navy doors quietly. And though the security cameras do seem to pose a problem, you realize there's also a good bit of supplies being moved around here. Those Magitech rocks, for example, are being brought in and out of the courtyard in different crates. You find a way to hide yourself in a crate. And eventually, what you get is the briefest glimpse at where you assume Block A would be, which seems to be underneath more of the prison. And you kind of like are trying to put together the pieces in your head about like, okay, so this is someone that they want to keep under the ground as opposed to on top of the place. I want you to make a very important perception check for me.
So good at these. But not today.
Oh no.
That's a 7.
You are unfortunately... You figure out the location of Block A, but you're not quite able to get any more information about the person that might be held there. That is the first thing you're doing today. Would you like to work, continue to snoop? You have enough tokens that you can kind of like rest on the ones that Skull has accumulated. But
Yeah,
for the
I'm
next...
gonna... Yeah, kings don't work. So,
Okay.
I'm gonna continue snooping and try to get more intel on, like, this, like, Hail Mary of a person.
Okay, that's another... Do you want to roll stealth again?
So I already determined where...
Where they are.
Yeah, so I want to kind of lean into the perception. And it is
Yeah.
trying to think if there's anything to help make this perception more
I
advantageous.
make a perception roll. I know exactly what you can do.
Cool. Oh! How about on that 20 on a perception roll?
Oh!
Let's go, boy.
Damn. Heads in.
I got ego trip when you said this is gonna be an important one.
Hedrover.
You're muted, baby.
There is something very special about this place compared to the less advanced prisons, in that there are cameras in every important area. That means this figure is probably being watched at all times. If we can sneak ourselves into a security room, we might be able to get a good look at who they are, says Zeno in your head.
Oh my god, if I go into the security room, I can find out where they are.
We're so smart, Hedrover!
Hedrover, I'm handsome. I mean, me, I'm handsome.
One more stealth check, please.
Okay. Ooh, okay. 13.
You needed a 15, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Fudge.
I had a feeling.
Matt, you're muted still. Matt, you're muted.
With advantage because you rolled a net 20.
Fine, sure.
Ah!
I can't just give you that off the nat 20, you're right.
Yeah, so that's a 22.
That definitely beats the 15.
Oh!
Thank you, Matt.
Heads in.
I should have asked for more, you're right.
Heads in,
So
you,
handsome.
on the way back to where you were supposed to go, you do kind of briefly peek inside of a room with security cameras. There's a Navy soldier very focused watching the security cameras, but therefore not watching behind them. You do see a single camera for Block A. This individual seems to have a very large cell, entirely to themselves. They're sitting, kind of slumped over. You have never seen this person before. You do recognize that they are a man. They are shirtless, wearing prison pants. They have a bunch of tattoos. Bright red hair, bright red eyebrows, bright red eyes.
Oh.
Okay. But
Roll a nature check for me. You need a 19 or a 20 on the die.
holy shit, this is impossible.
Nature?
Not even close.
Okay, that's okay. Heads in.
Nature, right? Okay.
Yep, heads in. You had a good day. You figured out that they kept probably the most dangerous person in this prison, basically underneath the ground in a big cell to himself.
Okay.
We will move over to Diya. What are you doing with your time?
So, here's my deal. Oh, fuck. What is Eleanor's cousin's name? The sneaky one?
Irene.
Ren.
Ren.
Named after the Persona 5 main character. Because he's a phantom thief.
All right. All right.
Oh!
Ooh.
All right. Ren, look. I'm at a severe disadvantage here. I can't use my magic. And I can't use my hands. But I can use tools. I know what it is that they do here. I need some of those gemstones, and I need tools.
Ren's going to make 2 sleight of hand checks, and that's going to be his day, because he spent the morning working to get breakfast. Natural 3 and a natural 9. So unfortunately, Ren is not able to get those for you today.
Fuck. All right.
Okay. And you probably use the tokens that Irie has accumulated for your next meal. I'll mark that off.
Correct.
Okay. Any talking you want to attempt?
Diya doesn't want to talk to Elanor about this.
Interesting. Okay.
Mother Jesus.
Elanor, what do you want to do with your day?
Well, I'm feeling so much better today, all warm and fuzzy. I am going to get stuff done. Isn't that right, Diya? Oh, okay, no response.
She didn't say he's not talking to you at all. He just said he's not letting you in on the plan.
Well, don't you worry. I have a plan. I am going to go talk over to that guard and find out when Sylvia is going to die. Excuse me, sir.
You are in summer form. Please make a persuasion check for me.
Oh, I will.
Literally, Diya's face.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. 16.
You're asking when she's dying?
Yes, because I am, you know, obviously a very important prisoner. And they're my dear friend, and I need to grieve them.
Well, you
When
better
it
start
happens,
saying your
I need to
goodbyes.
know.
You better start saying your goodbyes. I've texted you the information because I can't let Malik and Michael know.
Okay.
A good understand?
All right, Addie, I have texted you the information, which you can tell Diya if you want.
I've texted you the
Should
information. Should I
No, you're good. You're good.
Okay.
That's understandable. Yes, thank you, sir, for that wonderful information. I mean, so maybe in 2 days you be a little kind to me, because, you know, I'm going to be thinking about them for all this time, this next week, the next month. Be kind to me, dear
Damn it.
sir.
You're a civilian. You're already getting sent home. I don't know what else you could possibly want.
When am I getting sent home? Tell me.
Probably
Well,
after
if
the
you
execution.
Like, I'm already so sad.
After the execution, Admiral Zeus has figured out that you're not much use for interrogation, so most likely after the execution you will be sent home.
Wonderful. I love this. This is great. And, you know, I mean, since we're already talking, my dear friend Hedson, very, very important prisoner. May I remind you, just like me, what's happening with them?
Look, you're being incredibly suspicious right now, and I'm not telling you that.
I mean, I just thought we were talking, and you're the first person in this whole place that is, you know, even just giving me a breath of fresh air.
your
So I
mashed
just
potatoes.
appreciate you,
Eat
sir.
your mashed potatoes and leave me alone.
Okie dokie. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Amazing. That's one thing Elanor did today. Elanor, do you want to work? Do you want to keep talking? What other information do you want to get? Do you want to figure out how you could possibly get this information to Hedson and Sylvia?
Yeah.
Do you have any
There's
ideas?
gotta be a little secret hole somewhere, a little place where I can get some information. So, yes, I'd love to talk to some VIP OG prisoners, please.
some OG prisoners, some people that have been here for a while.
OGs.
Yes.
All right. You find a tatted up half-orc woman in there with you. And she's just kind of like eating her mashed potatoes like very stoically.
My, oh my, those pieces of art on your body are absolutely stunning.
What do you want?
Hello, my name is Elanor Uirchanar, and I'm a new VIP. That is, very important prisoner. But I can tell from you, you are just the queen, the king, the royalty of this place. So I just had a question for you.
I was a drug dealer back in Cragholm. I've been here for about 10 years. If that's what royalty means, then sure. I guess that's what I am.
I would consider that royalty. You've been ruling this land for a decade. I mean, props off to you. But to get to the point, I was wondering how I could possibly communicate with other, cell blocks. I have a couple of friends. One of them's gonna die soon, and there's just some information I want to give them, very important information.
Make a persuasion check for me.
$19.
Oh my god.
She leans in real close to you. So we are not allowed to leave our blocks, but supplies is. If you can sneak a letter, a note into something you know will make its way to your friends in the other block, then you should be able to do that. I can't hear you.
Well, I wasn't saying anything. I was thinking. But I haven't been here too long. Supplies that go from our beautiful land that you rule over, our cell block. What things make their way over there? I don't. A shovel? What things get transferred? I'm sorry, I'm just a dumb little. How fast you can
Give me
tell.
4 meal tokens, and I can slip it into a box of cigars.
Absolutely. One moment, please. Is Irie nearby? Irie!
Irie is basically has somehow accumulated 3 lunch trays and is eating it all.
What the fuck?
My goat.
She's like one of her. She's basically like pawing it with her hands too. She just does not care.
My dear sweet cousin is right over here. Let me just get them. Irie, can you just come on over here and come sit with me and the queen of the block?
She nods at the woman. Needle, Irie.
Do you both already know each other?
I mean, we hang out at the squat racks, but we're not tight.
Beautiful. Well, you already are acquaintances in some way. Irie, we do need to get a message over to my crewmates in the other lodge.
Elanor, I want you to roll stealth to see how quietly you're talking about.
Jesus.
Because you've just been
Silver Force.
whispering and talking to everyone. Pretty indiscreetly.
Well, I got a 19.
All right, you're fine. You're able to make it look like it's nothing.
Oh, I was saying. We need to get a letter letting, one of my crewmates know when they're going to be executed to the other lot. So you need to give this lovely, lovely needle, Queen Needle, a couple of your tokens.
Irie looks down at the 3 trays in front of her. I have 4 left. That means tomorrow we're going to need to work for 2 tokens for each of us. Or else we will get fatigued. And based off of when you told me Sylvia will be executed, we don't want to be fatigued for very long.
What? They need that information immediately. They need it immediately.
Irie
So
groans and then hands 4 tokens to Needle.
I promise I will work hard tomorrow, Irie.
Thanks. And as the day goes on, nobody accumulates exhaustion. However, Elanor and Diya, you have no tokens left. Your whole group has no tokens left. So you'll need to get 8 total. Irie can work for 3, but she'll probably need 2 for herself. So just something to keep in mind. Hedson and Sylvia, we'll say to Sylvia, because you've been like mostly hanging around and working. A prisoner walking by you slips a little cigar box into your hand.
It's okay.
It is
I
later in the evening now, almost bedtime.
I don't smoke, but I guess.
Sylvia, you see a piece of paper poking out of it.
Oh, now's as good a time as any to start. I open up the piece of paper once I'm like back. Well, am I able to just like have?
Yep.
Can I take the cigar box
Yep.
back to like my cell? Okay, so I'll wait until I'm in my cell to open it and read it.
You do. You unroll a very small piece of paper, kind of like fortune cookie rolled up, like it's very small, but you are able to make out the words S.E. execution, 2 more days.
You're supposed to bury the lead, Addie, not say it the first one. Sylvia.
And sorry, 2 more days is kind of vague. You have 2 more full days. You're executed on the 3rd day.
Okay. Sylvia just sort of like sits looking at the slip of paper very intently for probably 10 straight minutes. And around like minute 8, these like just hot tears start coming out of her eyes. And then she wipes them and gets on the floor and starts doing push-ups and crunches and stretching before she goes to bed.
All right. Sylvia, you are in a very emotional state, and you know that if you do not execute a plan, that's awkward. If you do not get a way out of this, your execution will be on the 3rd day from now. Yeah. And this seems like a great time for us to take a little break. And welcome back.
Nervous.
You're nervous.
I'm nervous for you.
Dawn of the 2nd to last day of freedom that you can do stuff for. So we know the date of Sylvia's execution. Sylvia, do you think you would be up and about? Do you think you'd be working to take your mind off it? We'll start with you.
Yes, actually. I wanted to get up early and go out on the courtyard and just try to do some more stretches, yoga, maybe weightlifting a little bit. I think there was in the last night, there was that moment of like Sylvia really being like, fuck, okay, this is like fully happening. And then just having this resolute, I didn't like monologue to myself, which I could have, but I think she's just like, yeah, okay, no, fuck this. I'm gonna do what I need to do to be able to try and stop this. I'm not gonna like go down without a fight. And the goal, besides just, you know, keeping her in top form, is to see if Helen is watching her again.
This sounds like a performance check to me.
Oh,
if you're trying to make yourself noticeable.
I am so good at performance. Oh, I actually have a +1 because I'm a fucking singer.
You have charisma. It's not negative.
Okay. 12. Again, double digits.
You do spot Helen looking at you, but she's looking at you from like a window adjacent to the courtyard
Mm-hmm.
before she moves on. If you had rolled
Okay.
out higher, she might have spoken to you, but unfortunately, it doesn't look like that's going to happen today.
Okay, fair enough. Then after that, I do. Well, how many tokens have Skull and Jingus
gotten?
accrued? Yeah.
Skull and Jingus have been working. Skull has been getting 3 tokens per day.
Oh shit.
Yep, he's
the
the
grind set.
he's a barbarian. This is what he's good
Oh,
at. This is what he's good at.
Yeah.
So you guys, given that Hedrover didn't work, I think there are 3 remaining gold tokens and 1 remaining silver token.
Okay. Well, with that in mind, I think I'm still, because I have 3 actions, right? And I've used 1 thus far.
That's right.
Okay, so then my second action will be to work.
Okay.
And
That's
I'm
an
gonna
athletics
go
check.
for I'm gonna do the 5 hours just because I feel like the lunch/dinner is more sustenance than the breakfast one, obviously, since it's gold versus silver.
Okay.
And you said athletics again?
Has Sylvia been filled in about the stuff I found from the last day, by the way?
Yes, I'll say that
Cool.
if you two chose to talk to each other, Sylvia.
Yeah,
does find
I definitely, yeah, I didn't like specify it, but yeah, definitely was told.
This
You are not eating.
I'm really, it's fuck me. I got a
Okay.
5.
All right.
Um,
Jingus and Skull are gonna give you their tokens if need be, but yeah, you have 1 more action for the day.
I want to.
Actually, while you think about that, we're gonna jump over to Hedzin. Because
Okay.
Hedzin, you are awoken early in the morning with a knock on your cell door.
Okay.
Opening the shutter after giving you a few seconds to get yourself arranged. You have a visitor.
You may approach, heads and healed. I'm like,
You are coming down to the visiting center.
Hedzin will approach in that direction, and I put on clothes and
You get
Oh my
yourself
God.
dressed, and as you step outside, the Navy soldier presses a few buttons on your cuffs, which now attach themselves together. So any attacks
Fine.
will have disadvantage.
all right. I don't think this is all necessary, right?
Nice try.
Okay.
Hedzin, you are taken downstairs. Not too far. Block G is kind of like around the middle of where the prison is located. It kind of goes up to Block B, and then Block A is all the way at the bottom. You are taken down an elevator. And on about, feels like probably the 3rd lowest floor of the prison island. This elevator takes you down. Hedzin, you are released into a room where it's literally like what you would imagine for like a prison visiting center. There's like a plexiglass barrier with like a hole for like sound. You are the only one in there other than the guard and your visitor. The visitor is a shorter woman. She's wearing a shawl. She's kind of stocky. Hedzin, you don't recognize her at first, but as soon as she starts talking, you fucking idiot. Look what you've got yourself into. You immediately recognize the voice of Farah. Last seen on your ship. And Farah does not even give you a chance to react, does not even give you a chance to speak. You idiot! After all I do for us, after all I do for our family, you get yourself sent here, you son of a... And it sounds like to the guard, she's yelling in Dwarvish, because you know that Farah's half-dwarf. She is yelling in Dwarvish and says, so that only you and her can understand, because you both speak Dwarvish, is everyone else okay? Azalin, Wheeler, and I still have Liren captive.
Oh my god.
How much time do we have?
Can I speak back in Dwarven? Like, do I have to mask what I'm saying?
You
or can I
probably
speak-
would have to mask, otherwise you're just speaking in another language that the guard doesn't understand.
I've only been in here for 2 days, and Dwarven, I gotta get the fuck out of here. And everyone there is bigger than me. In Dwarven, there's a really big guy that's like all red with red eyes, and the cat. Big eyes can probably take down the whole thing. And there's these like 2 people picking on me. We found Skull and Jingus McDingus, who you might not be familiar with, but that's not really important right now. And I'm not okay. We're kind of okay, but like we don't like the whole 2 days thing. It's not looking too hot.
You get your youth back, and this is how you thank me after everything we've been through, after everything our family has been through. Understood on all counts. We can try to get everything in place. Does 2 days from now sound good?
You expect me to just wait around, huh? In my new youth. That sounds fantastic. Thank you so much. You're lucky I haven't met someone else. Oh yeah, by the way, we met Eleanor's cousins. One of them scares me a lot. I think she's not had some like kind of like horse thing going on. I don't really get it.
What?
She wants to like ride me or something. I don't know. It's weird.
I forgot about that.
Dying. But fine, that sounds just great. Everything's fine with Hedson. I'm doing great. Thank you for asking.
Well, fine. I guess I'll get going and see you maybe in the future. Winks at you, and then she starts to walk out. Hedson,
Deuces!
Hedson, you are taken back up. You now have the information that in approximately 2 days, Azalin, Farah, and Wheeler will make an attempt to spring you. So that's going to be, based on when she showed up now, possibly the morning of Sylvia's execution.
Cool.
Hoggers.
You have 2 more things that you can do with your day. Unfortunately, that did eat up your morning.
Yeah, totally. So I had to do a nature check to identify who or what that person was.
Let's put our
Okay.
heads together, Hedrover.
So based on the fact that I had to do a nature check for a creature like a really large build and a lot of like red going on, right? What can I tap in with Xenos of like any cognizance on like living in a hellmouth, like what that might be? Because it sounds vaguely infernal, but I have like no predilection.
This figure is not familiar to me, Hedrover. I witnessed him too. Why don't we put our heads together a bit, though, and you can roll nature.
Cool. Oh, mama. Okay. Oh, never mind. I read it upside down.
No!
I mean, it's not like too bad, but it's not great. It's 16.
16.
That's quite good.
I've been making 15 the DC for most of the extracurricular things you've been doing.
Extracurricular.
Hedrover, though I am unable to infer anything about the nature of that being, solely by what they look like or how they are being contained, let's think about this. This individual is being under intense watch. They're not being kept at the top of the prison, which means that they might have some advantage to escaping if they were near the top. Perhaps that implies flight?
Flight! A flight! I'm a genius!
This
We're
is
a
an
genius!
individual who can fly. We know that, but they can't use magic.
Can't use magic. They probably have physical prowess around where I am, maybe weaker because I'm like a
Hedson,
god.
You may not be familiar with this because these creatures are certainly not native to the fishing village we came from, but I have read many books during my time as king, learned about many creatures. One of the most dangerous creatures known to take humanoid shapes. And Hedrover, you think back to very early on in your first adventure, to a little girl with golden eyes and golden hair. And she transformed in front of all of you. you seem to think that the person being kept in Block A with the red eyes and red hair might be an adult red dragon.
Oh. Ooh.
So are we
Okay.
gonna try to spring them? Because we might get eaten.
I say it's worth it. I want to go down with these Navy dogs.
So we spring them and then we get the hell out on the day of Sylvia's execution?
We spring them the night before.
The night before. Maybe they'll call off the execution.
Not just call it. We want to generate enough chaos and weaken the number of people. You know what? Stupid. We spring them on the morning of.
Very
Spring them on
well.
the morning of. There's chaos. There's people coming in to get Sylvia. The red dragon distracting the guards.
As long as he doesn't hit us with fire breath, I don't think we would... Well, we would probably be fine. We're quite agile.
We're agile and we're charming. And there's no way they'd want to hit us because they like us. Because everyone likes us. And if they don't, I'll cry.
That's right, Hedson. We will conquer the world.
We'll conquer the world and I'll be sad about it. Cool. So we have a plan. We spring the red dragon from the cell on the morning of, not the night before. I thought for the night before I would like, call the distraction. I would be tired the morning of. That's not how that works. So we do it the morning of. But now the springing them is the hard part. How do we spring a red dragon? Think, Hedrover. Hey.
Well, let's think about this. This is a very fancy prison, very advanced technology, yes? So, we could... Well, they don't use bolts for their doors, they use those panels. Maybe we could mess with them in some way? Maybe we could just go down and start knocking some heads? We've been pretty decent at sneaking around the prison.
I say we go down, knock some heads, and then break the panels with our fists that
Very
are
well.
good.
So that'll be on the morning of then.
It'll be on the morning of.
Alright? Awesome.
So I have, well, that's 2, right?
Yep. Do you want to use your last one to work?
I
You're
want
not
to use.
bad on tokens. You are starting to get a little low.
Fuck, what do I want to do?
I think I said 3 more gold tokens. We'll say that...
It'll work.
Okay. So that'll be a athletics check.
Thank God I can read upside down. Okay. 13.
That's enough. Yeah, you only need a 10.
Woohoo!
You get a gold token, which will be your food for the night. You can exhaust that silver token that Skull got to be your food as well. Let me roll for Skull and Jingus. I should do that to see how many accumulated. Skull's fine. Skull gets 1 silver, 2 gold. Jingus, 3. 19 and 6. Jingus gets 1 gold token. Jingus is a mage. So, yeah, you're starting to look a little rough on tokens. Which might mean tomorrow might have to be spent working.
Yeah. Hedrover is, or Hedson is, like, anchoring on the thing and doing a duet with Xenos and, like, what do you do with a drunken sailor? He's like, going like, what do you do with a drunken sailor?
Sling him from our barristers!
We're strong!
Yes! Murder, Hedrover! We will line the
Fuck,
walls
my
of our
enemies!
castle with the bodies of our enemies!
Slay! These rocks are my feelings that I have unresolved. I
I feel like Hedson's getting less stable as
Yeah.
the campaign
Yeah.
goes on. Xeno's not a good influence.
I have inner turmoil.
Amazing. We'll jump over to Diya. Diya, you all have no tokens. I'm gonna roll for Irie. Irie,
This guy stole my third
success. Yeah, we'll jump back to you in a sec. Irie. Actually, Malik, do you know what you're gonna do?
Yeah.
Great. Then we'll go to you. Irie got 3 tokens. Ren can get some too, but he wants to see if you have anything you want him to do. Sylvia, what are you doing with your third action?
I have a question that I probably already know the answer to.
Mhm.
I cannot wild shape, correct?
Nope.
Okay. I want to see if I can't sneak around to gauge what the like pathing or
Okay.
like I'm trying to figure out where Helen like comes and goes.
Yep. Stealth check for me.
Throughout the day. Okay. Fucker. Oh, okay.
You've not been rolling too well tonight, huh?
Not even a fucking little bit. I think I've only rolled double digits once. That's a 10. I had a +5 to stealth too, and still.
Oh, okay. I was like 10 plus 5 will do it, but
No.
total.
Yeah, it's a 5 + 5. Yeah.
You're not able to sneak around very well before you are escorted back. 10 is not nothing, though. I'll say that you put together the pieces that Helen, as a spy for the Navy, probably doesn't even need to be here. She's not really guarding anybody. It seems like she might be, like, looking busy while keeping an eye on you, is what you get.
Oh, okay. Okay. That's better than nothing.
Better than nothing.
Fucking damn it. Okay, yeah.
All right, and you guys are both good on meals. Diya and Elanor, what are y'all doing? All right, Diya, are you going to try to have Ren swipe some more tools?
Yes.
All right. It's 15. He is able to get for you either the tools or the ore today. Which one do you prefer?
Tools.
He gets you tools. He gets you, he's able to swipe, both from other prisoners who've been trying to get their way out and also just, like, from Navy supply crates that are being moved around. Basically some tools that would help you with some welding, some cutting, etc. And he said, sorry, I wasn't able to get any more. I can't make another attempt at it, really, because I need to earn some food today, because somebody, he looks over at Irie, somebody decided to burn all our meal tickets. And Irie looks over to Ren and then, like, crushes an orange in her hand and squeezes the juice into her mouth.
It's fine. These will suffice.
All right. I can try to get you some ore tomorrow. We'll cross our fingers.
We'll cross the fingers when we get to it. In the meantime, so Diya is going to take these tools and is going to attempt to break Eleanor's manacles.
Okay.
I know this is going to be a check at disadvantage.
This is going to be a pretty rough check too.
Well, what I will say is this is going to be an Arcana check.
It is.
Because it's a Magitech device.
It is tech.
Can I help while he attacks my poor little... Oh, fudge.
It is going to be with disadvantage. Diya, if you get a 20 total, something happens. If you get a 22 or higher, something happens. 21 also technically works, but good effect on a 20, better effect on a 22.
Okay, and we're rolling at disadvantage.
We are rolling at disadvantage.
No.
Unfortunate.
Oh, this is such a sad
that was
day.
Since you're not working, you can make another attempt.
Sure. What I will describe is it's literally, as Eleanor is watching this, it's literally Diya like trying to attempt with both hands, then realizing that there's only one hand and just like fumbling with it, not being able to comprehend how to do it with two hands. And you see the frustration, you see the tears, you see Diya just not being able to handle this. And we'll use a second check to see how we do.
Yep, this will be your last one of the day.
Yep, as is appropriate.
You can do it. I mean, you can do it.
Yep, you're sad now. You're sad.
Yeah.
I really don't think that's going to cut it. That's only a 13.
The DC did unfortunately raise too because it was your second attempt. You can make a third, but the DC is now 24 and 26.
Oh, you fucking probably have to get. Well, I don't know what your Arcana is, but it got to be probably 17 or up.
I mean, yeah, we're gonna do it simply because Diya is that committed to his crew at this point, and if I have to suffer a level of exhaustion, I will accept it. But that's like, I really want to commit to this idea of Diya's dedication to his crew, and not only his crew, but I do want to throw back to when Diya was being interrogated. That was entirely a bluff when it came to Diya and his feelings towards anyone outside of his crew.
Mm-hmm.
Diya cares about everyone. His crew is important, but Diya is literally willing to put himself before everyone else.
Okay. Go for it. You need a 24 or a 26?
Oh no. My lowest one is in that one.
Unfortunate.
And my highest one was an 18.
Diya, you are not able to get it today. Ren and I reaccumulated a total of 4 tokens today.
Yep.
Which is enough to feed them, or it is enough to feed the 2 of you. If they are exhausted, they will not be able to assist you on other tasks tomorrow. Elanor, what are you doing today?
I was gonna work.
You're gonna work? 3
And
athletics
I
checks, please, if you're gonna just work. And you need a 10 or higher.
Come on, baby. You can do it. Just you know what you need to do.
Mm-hmm.
14.
That's 1. That's good. 2.
That is the best.
31.
31.
Dirty one.
Sure is. All
That
right.
-1 athletics. She showed
Ooh,
herself.
Yikes. Ooh.
You got a 50-50 shot for this last one.
You just need more kisses. 17.
Oh
Let's
Okay.
my
go!
God.
So
You
you-
just see
Popping off.
sad Elanor just.
Elanor, you're
Oh.
not used to physical labor, too. This is new for you. Yeah, go ahead.
I did want to. I should have asked right before we were doing it. Is there any way while she's working, she tries to steal any ore at least?
I was
even just,
wondering
like,
if you were going to
Yeah.
ask that. This is a
Mhm.
stealth check with disadvantage because you're being watched quite carefully. You need a
Oh,
15
honey.
or higher stealth check.
Is this stealth or sleight of hand to pocket ore?
Same.
It's stealth.
Okay.
It's stealth.
No,
it's
no,
stealth.
no.
It's
It
stealth.
is sleight
stealth.
sleight of
I already
it's
rolled
sleight
it.
of
It's-
hand. It's sleight of hand.
I mean, they should still be the same. You should still get the same bonus.
No,
No,
she doesn't have proficiency
no.
in
No,
sleight of
I do
hand.
not.
Oh, you don't?
I saw you. I saw
I have
you.
plus
at
5 for both of mine. I guess I'm just.
I
Well,
saw
I
you
do
at the
have
opposite,
crazy
so-
That's because you're
dexterity.
dexterous.
It's my dex is
I was
20.
trying to help.
No, my stealth is +9. My sleight of hand is a +3.
I
Oh, you
really-
What did you
fucker.
get
Such a
rolling with
crazy
disadvantage?
We've got a
dexterity.
12, and we've got a 20.
And the 12 has already had the modifier added. You're not able to do it, unfortunately.
Okay, well, it probably would be higher than a 20, but still. Fuck.
Close. You can give it another
Close.
try tomorrow.
Absolutely. Wait, so now we have 6.
You have
gold
6,
coins?
which means only one person will be exhausted, and you can choose who it's going to be.
It will be Diya.
Right, I knew you were gonna say that's. And we also have 1 silver coin too. I just want to throw out.
Silver coin, you still get the meal, right? So it's like...
Well,
oh, yeah.
so we
You
had 6 gold. We had that 1 silver from the beginning, so that's a breakfast, right?
Oh, yes. But unfortunately, you need 2 meals to basically go.
Yeah.
So, but that could be useful for tomorrow.
Okay.
If you're not exhausted again, tomorrow you can get yourselves back to normal if you get a good rest, good amount of meals. So we move on to the final day before the
Mother of
execution.
Jesus. The execution.
Just a little
Diya,
cute.
you are experiencing a level of exhaustion today, meaning you will have disadvantage on all skill checks.
Mm.
You can undo it if you eat your meals, and you can be rested for tomorrow.
Mhm.
This unfortunately does also mean exhaustion in terms of working.
Yep.
You already had disadvantage on it anyway, but still. Morning before Sylvia's execution. What? No need to go in order. Who wants to go first?
I want to go first.
All right, Malik.
As is
What
appropriate.
are you doing for today?
I'm going to do the same thing as yesterday, going
Okay.
out early to try and do
Get
my
Helen's
little
attention.
workout, and get Helen's attention.
Go for it. performance, please.
That is a 10.
Can you convince me that this would be with advantage today?
I think just the fact that she's even been around continuously checking in on me means that there's something that she either feels like she needs to say to me, or some sort of like residual feeling that isn't resentment towards me that is keeping her around
And you
and
both
keeping
know
her
what's
wanting
happening
to.
tomorrow.
Yeah, I think. Well, maybe. I mean, there's no necessary. I wouldn't necessarily say she knows that I know, but she definitely knows.
Mhm.
Oh, she's gonna die tomorrow. If I have anything I want to say to her, I better say it now.
You may roll one more time. You need a 15.
Okay. Let's do this with 5. Okay. That's cocked.
Okay, we'll roll again.
That's 3 + 1.
Okay.
Oh my god, these holy
That is
fuck.
rough.
All of these die are
Unfortunately,
bad today.
unfortunately, you are not able to get Helen's attention in the morning. If throughout the day you want to do something other than working out and just kind of like hoping she comes to talk to you, I would allow you to roll again. If there's some other way you can think of trying to get her attention, in the meantime, I'll roll for Skulls tokens. Definitely a success. Definitely a success. Oh my god, you rolled a 16, an 18, and a 20. So,
Oh
yeah,
my god.
You're
That's where all my fucking good rolls are going.
Yeah.
To Skull. I want to. Okay.
roll for Genghis too.
Has she been coming to like that? So I only saw her in the courtyard, never in the lunchroom, correct?
Never in the lunchroom, no.
Okay. Fuck. How else would I get her to?
Do you want to think on it for a bit?
Yeah, I'll think on it.
You have 2 more actions. Hedrover, this is the final day before Sylvia's execution and the final day before Azalin and Farah try to spring you.
So I'm on Operation Spring Red Dragon and cause a prison riot.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't.
I think token-wise, Jiggis and Skull got 5 today between the two of them.
Okay.
I think as long as you get 1 more, you can supply for everybody.
Cool. I'm gonna do 1 work.
Okay.
So work in the morning. So athletics. Christ, god damn it, 9.
Unfortunate. Okay.
Okay, that's fine. I'm alright. So I'm doing a pretty big spring tomorrow. Can I try to pocket an improvised weapon from somewhere within the block?
Yeah, roll a stealth for me. Sleight of hand. Sleight of hand.
Cool.
I always forget sleight of hand exists.
Oh, good. 15.
Yeah, 15 is exactly what you need, again, for these extracurricular checks. So yeah, you are able to pocket the equivalent of a dagger, basically.
Cool.
And you have 1 more thing that you can do today. One of you will be exhausted tomorrow. I will say that level 1 exhaustion is just skill checks. Genghis as a mage might not need it. He might not be happy about it, but he might not need it.
Okay, Genghis can hold that. So
Whatever you say, my king.
you're doing your king proud. Hey, I remember
I'm so
that
hungry.
when you see your family. That'll be great. They'll be so happy. Dad, you're gonna be proud. Your daughter will say. What? What do I need to do?
I do
I need
want to say I'm impressed that that's the one monarch that knows that his subject has family members, like actually a daughter.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so Hedrover doesn't know, and
Xenos
does
probably
know,
told
but I am saying that like hoping that that is the thing that they want to hear right now.
Yep.
I like because Michael does not know that. I forgot.
Incredible.
Um, so
yeah.
I'm gonna try to.
If you just want to get more information, there is still some stuff that y'all don't know.
Cool. I'm gonna try to get more information. Yeah.
How are you doing it? Perception, stealth, etc.
I'm gonna try to use stealth again. Yeah.
Okay, go
I'm
for
gonna
it.
try to. Yeah. Nope. 7.
Very unfortunate. Okay, Tedzin, you come away with an improvised weapon, being basically a dagger.
Cool. That.
It is now Elanor and Diya. This is the final day before Sylvia's execution. What are y'all doing?
I definitely want to work one time to get Diya food.
Okay, strength check. You're in summer form. You need at least a 10.
Yeah.
I'll roll for Ren and Irie too.
Ah! Oh, it fell.
Irie's good. Irie's
It's
good.
a 4.
Okay. Irie got 3 today, so that does help.
Damn. Harry's fucking the grind.
She only needs a 10. She's got a +4 to strength. She only needs a 10.
Oh wow, yeah.
Unfortunately, Elanor, you're not able to get a breakfast token. What do you want to do with the rest of your day? You're in your summer form, and this is the final day before Sylvia's execution.
I want to talk to Needle and get some more information from Needle.
You don't have any more tokens to give me, do you?
Oh no, but I have something much more valuable. Needle. The reason why I knew you were royalty, because I don't want to say this around too many people, but I am also royalty myself.
It's incredibly obvious the way you just swung the pickaxe this morning, yeah. Not a single callus on your hands.
Well, besides that, I mean, do you know how royal I am? Have you heard a thing called the seasons?
So there's 3 of you in the same block here. Her hair changes color. He's green. And I've seen you regularly switch back and forth between blue and red. I kind of put the pieces together.
Oh, what a percent queen you are! But in a more deeper sense, one of my friends is being executed tomorrow, but we are a crew that lives or dies and by each other, and we will not let that person die. And I know the other ones in the other cell block are feeling the same way. I don't know for sure, but I know there's going to be a whole little thing tomorrow.
You're trying to start a riot?
We tend to be agents of chaos, may I say.
You're trying to start a riot.
I mean, I believe something very bad is going to happen tomorrow, but probably in our favor. So I wanted to make a deal with you to try to get you out if you help us.
Persuasion check, Elanor.
I am terrified.
Because no one else has done the riot route.
16?
I'm listening. I've been in here for 10 years. I think it's about time I get out.
Believe so too. 10 years, too long. And so I don't know the details, and I'm very sorry about that. As you know, information from both cells is a little difficult to get, but you have power over these people. You know, the moment it happens, I want everyone to cause chaos.
Though the Navy is strong. If you're
But
able to
we-
keep the top brass occupied, I'm sure that 20 of us per block could definitely handle a few soldiers. I'll just make sure that I'm out of the action so I live to see the other side of this.
Absolutely. I swear on my life. I mean, I will let you know. Tomorrow I won't be as enthusiastic about this whole situation, but you will be able to find me by that bright blue head of mine. You won't be able to hear me as much because I get quite quiet on those winter days. very cold, very shivery.
Yes,
Quite angry.
you started crying because you found a crumb in your potatoes.
You know, in retrospect, that was very ridiculous of me. But today I would have been happy about it because delicious nutrition, a carb.
Addie, I need to process that one. A second. A carb!
Sorry, Neil. Neil, are you okay?
Oh my god. A car.
You have a deal, princess. You've got your riot.
I promise
Let's
once you're
not
out.
shake our hands in public, please.
That's right. But I promise once you're out, I will do everything in my summer and winter realm power to help you.
All right. Elanor, you have one more thing that you can do for today. If you want, you can assist Diya with his check to disable your handcuffs, mitigating his disadvantage. Or you could do something else.
Can I speak to Diya about it before I make that decision?
Absolutely.
Diya
And Ren
wants to?
hasn't done his actions, so he can possibly help you out in one way or another.
Diya, I have fantastic news. I tell Diya about Needle. I was not able to get you any food today. I don't know what happened yesterday. I was so good at working, and today it just, the hammer just flew out of my hand.
I don't know. It's the thought that counted. You tried.
Well, in my opinion, that we've just a couple hours left, and I didn't know if you wanted to try to get these off, but if you didn't want to do that, what I was planning on doing was going to go try to find you some of that ore, because I know my cousin failed so badly at doing that last time.
Elanor, the ores for me, that's not a priority. Help me get those cuffs off you, and then, as you say, when the riot commences, true chaos will ensue.
But Diya, all I want to do is help you. I'm fine. Look at this.
Elanor,
Wait, Diya.
Elanor,
What if I
stop.
stole something off one of the guards that could get all of our
Stop.
cuffs off?
Elanor, stop!
He's fine, everyone. Just angry from the loss of blood. Diya.
I am the captain. You have accepted that. You will accept my word. No.
There is no such thing as a crew without their captain.
Elanor,
Yes.
my word is final. Help me help you.
Diya, you can roll normally on Arcana checks to get Eleanor's cuffs off. 20 or 22. And you roll normally on all of the other ones you want to attempt afterwards, but the DC raises by 2 each time.
Sounds good. I'm still rolling with disadvantage. So
No,
here
you're
we
rolling
go.
normally because Eleanor is using her action to help you.
You're right.
You need a 20 or
Ah.
22.
So stressed.
You want Eleanor to be able to use magic tomorrow. Matt?
26.
That definitely clears both the 20 and the 22. Diya, you are the captain. And you are not going to let this crew die on your watch. Eleanor, you feel the magic barrier holding you vanish. And Diya, you are able to disguise the cuffs as unbroken.
Watch this. I feel
No,
it in my veins.
Eleanor, breathe.
Look
No. Security cameras. Breathe.
Ooh, I want to
Elanor,
so bad.
you have access both to your magic. You also have your phase step. You have all of your abilities back.
Eleanor, look at me in the eyes. Look at me in the eyes.
Yes.
I am the captain.
You are, Captain.
Good.
Yes.
Believe in me. We must bide our time. This is not a safe place. I know you're excited. Please. Patience.
Just, it feels... Diya, when this happens to you, I've never felt anything so beautiful. I feel awful. I'm in prison. Awful. This is an awful place.
Eleanor. I know. We will rescue Sylvia. We will get out of here. We will make things right. But right now, our focus is Sylvia.
Absolutely correct. First question in order. I think I might be of better use if I stayed in this very beautiful form of mine. So I believe, Diya, unless you think otherwise, if you think my very depressing, cold self would be helpful, I don't really want to sleep tonight. Because I think I'm powerful with all this fire coursing through my veins.
Eleanor, I've been thinking about that.
Yes.
What makes you happy?
I thought we were worrying about Sylvia in this situation.
Eleanor, stop. You put on a front for everyone. And I adore that for you, but what truly makes you happy? Your emotions do not control you. You control your emotions. And I truly believe that while you are an agent of chaos, the chaos does not control you. You control it. And so I ask you again, what makes you happy?
Well, Diya, quite deep. I don't know. Right now, it's this. The amount I want to unleash in this exact moment, but sometimes the detail of ice, how it comes out of nowhere, how menacing it is. It's a different sort of feeling. Does that make sense? That's why it's difficult to choose.
I don't know, you shouldn't have to choose. Both sides of you are beautiful and both sides of you are perfect. You shouldn't be happy or sad with either. You are who you are, and that is wonderful. I mean, one side is a little more depressing, one side is a little more excitable, but both sides are in and of itself perfection.
Hey, cuties, what am I supposed to do today?
I love my family so much.
I just you've been talking for a little while, and I don't know if I should work, I don't know if I should steal.
Ren! Go find some orifices to fill.
Well, I didn't find it that time.
Orifices to fill.
I didn't find it that time either.
Worse.
First one was better.
Guys, I didn't find it today, sorry.
Ren, why did you interrupt this tender moment?
Look, I'm just saying, Diya's got his little technology stuff. I know how to work a lockpick. Do we potentially want 2 magic people tomorrow? And then Ren kind of looks to Diya's cuffs.
I just need to let you all know, I did accept someone else into our crew to get out. Just to let you know, it seems like Ivory really knew them. It was Needle.
Yeah, Elanor, we exist in like 20 by 20 foot boxes. We know.
Oh. You creep.
Here's the thing. I'm going to be at a severe disadvantage whether I'm free or not. It's Irie, right?
Yeah. What about Irie?
Diya comes up and like takes their hands.
Oh, you're talking to Ren right now. Irie's the sister.
Ren.
Yeah.
It's Ren, right?
Yes.
Diya comes up and kind of like takes their hands and what might be misconstrued as an affectionate way.
Yeah, Ren is just kind of like raising an eyebrow, but he doesn't make a first move. He's just kind of like
And
waiting
then
for you to
Diya
do whatever you're gonna do.
And then Diya slides his hands down to Ren's cuffs. I am not.
Not what I thought you said.
I didn't hear that either. I was like, whoa!
I heard a hand slide down.
20 by
and then
20
a-
foot box.
And a C word, and I was like, oh.
Elanor is just, she's like, why is everyone going after my family romantic?
40-foot radius.
Okay.
As Diya slams his hands.
Oh!
I can't do it. I can't do it with a straight face.
And Elanor watches from 10 feet away.
I can't.
Your cousin!
with this.
Diya, are you trying to get Ren's cuffs off?
Yes, that is what Diya's trying
Ren
to do.
is not a magic user, so it is a lower DC. You need a 16 or an 18. Arcana. No disadvantage.
Cool. How does a 24 suit you?
Wowzers.
I expect more.
You undo Ren's cuffs. Diya, this is
And-
huge.
And Diya holds Ren's hand in his one hand. I can't. And this is out of earshot of Elanor.
Mhm,
Ah!
Or rather, this is Diya whispering.
mhm.
I can't take care of my crew. I need you to stand in my stead and help them where I cannot. My crew is everything to me. I know you may hold some relation to Elanor, but please, Diya just looks them straight in the eyes. I don't know you, but I'm putting my faith in you. Please, help them.
Listen, kid. Me and my sister went toe-to-toe with some vice admirals the other day. I promise. Eleanor's in good hands. Bye! And Ren goes off to do his last action of the day. Is that everyone?
Nope, I still have 2 actions.
Right, Sylvia. We'll bounce back to you.
I want to find around lunchtime. Would Skull be working, or is there a
Around
time
lunchtime,
where I can...
Skull's working all day here.
Okay, so there's no time to talk to Skull ever.
I mean, you can talk to him while he's working.
evening.
Yeah,
and but
at meals, he takes
Okay.
breaks to rest and eat and stuff.
okay, I'm gonna try to work.
Okay.
Or
You actually don't need to, because the only one that would be exhausted is Genghis, unless you want to make sure Genghis doesn't have exhaustion.
I don't.
Okay.
No, I'm kidding. Okay, yeah. If I don't have to work, then I would like to.
You could try to get the cuffs off. You could try to find Helen again. You got options.
I want to try to find Helen again.
Okay.
Yeah. What is my best recourse to do that, or do I need to come up with something specifically to try to facilitate that?
Choose a check to make, and I'll tell you what happens.
Persuasion.
Okay. Just roll it.
15.
15 is what you need for all the extracurriculars. Sylvia, you are walking back between the courtyard and the lunchroom, and you bump into Helen. Sylvia. What? What do you want?
Sorry, I'm just sort of a little out of it, which I'm sure you can understand why, considering what's supposed to be happening to me tomorrow.
So you
I'm
found
actually,
out.
yes, through the grapevine, as it were. I'm glad I bumped into you, actually, because I didn't know if I'd get to see you again before, well, listen, I feel like, while I did get to say a lot of what I wanted to say to you all these years, back then, in that interrogation room, and all do things that you should have heard well before now, I don't think I got to say it all. Hell, I think there were things that I needed to tell you before what happened. I know we never really got in the weeds about it, but I never stopped loving you, Helen Will-O-Wisp. I know that there was that brief and, in my opinion, beautiful stint of time when we were together, and I know that you didn't want things to go too far. You confided in me the familial ties that had made your life so difficult, that had made it so hard for you to open up, to be willing to love anyone again. And I don't know if it's because I may die tomorrow, or because I'm able to be this close to you again, but something's certainly making my heart beat faster. What I did was cowardly and unforgivable, and yet here I am, asking you to do just that. I don't think there's anything I can do to prevent my fate tomorrow. And I'd be a fool to ask you to do anything either. But what do you say? How about, you fulfill the dying wish of your old captain and give me a kiss for the road?
Sylvia, you're going to make a persuasion check with advantage. That was one hell of a speech. The DC is 12.
That's a 14.
Oh, that's good.
Had a 10 and a 4. Had a 10 and a 4.
That's rough. Yeah, that's good though.
Oh.
Sylvia, it feels like couple minutes, though you know it is just seconds, where Helen says nothing in return.
I'm shaking.
And suddenly, her hands come up, she grabs you by the back of the neck and pulls you in for a long kiss, inhaling as she does so as if she wants to take in every single bit of you in this one moment that the two of you have together. And then she releases you, blush visible even on her purple tiefling skin, and she walks away. Her navy boots clanking down the hall. Sylvia, what you have done, that you were able to make contact with Helen, is very, very important for what's about to happen tomorrow.
I was able to do fucking something with this session, thank fuck. Oh my god.
And Sylvia, I think you have one more action to take. You
I
can
do.
work, you can gather information. What do you think?
I am going to I'm gonna speak to Skull during, I guess, mealtime.
Mm-hmm. I was in the middle of
Um,
swinging a pickaxe because I wasn't sure if
Oh,
you were going to work in the
and then you started.
I would
It's
have
like the wave that turns into the hair.
I would have
Um,
exploded if you said like, and then I had dinner.
That would have been so fucking funny.
I just want to talk to Skull and just say, listen, I know that we're like sort of buddy now, like enemies turn to buddies, that whole trope, and I do appreciate what you've been doing, you know, picking up my slack, because I'm clearly not very adept at taking care of the fucking mining. You're very strong, and I appreciate the help you've provided. But I wanted to ask you, because you've been here for longer than us,
It's been a few months, yeah.
is there anyone around here who you think might be able to, I don't know, be persuaded into causing a bit of a ruckus?
Prisoners, absolutely. The issue is more that they're scared. If you're able to inspire them in some way, make it so that they think the chance of escape will outweigh the risk of death, you might be able to have something there. I think from what we know about the admirals, or vice admirals too, the only one that seems... the only higher up that seems less loyal based on the information is Vice Admiral Hector Briggs, the one that Hedson talked to and told us about.
Right.
So I think we could potentially try to track down him, or we could try to cause a riot in Block B.
Can I ask, out of character, retroactively, would I... you don't have to say yes to this, but I just feel like, would you have done this? Would Hedson have told me like any of the stuff about this
What do you think, Michael?
guy you've been looking at, the red dragon? Like, do I know that information that you have about possibly wanting to spring him out now?
Can I hand this up?
Yeah.
In between every time I've gathered information, I was like, Sylvia, you're the top sleuth of the Ferret Friends. Have been making the rounds. I've received intel over.
Hedson, tell her about how we hid in the box.
And then I hid in this box, right? And I was in the box. And I was like, ooh, like who's in here? Another rock? No, it was
Get to the
me.
point,
It's
Hedson.
like
Hedson.
Metal Gear
Anyway,
Solid,
Hedson.
Hedrover.
I like something solid. And basically there's a red dragon in the final cell, and I'm gonna bust them out. I'm gonna knock some heads around. I'm gonna cause some like critical injuries that guards will never recover from. They're gonna have to tell their families about this, and they'll have to tell them that Heads and Heels was the one that did it.
Do you know? First of all, that's fucking crazy. You're mental, and I love you. Second of all, do you know the Red Dragon's name?
No.
Shit.
But I know they probably want to get out because they're on the lowest floor. They can fly, most likely. And they're big. That's
Fair
pretty
enough.
convincing.
Okay. No. Back to me talking to Skull. Well, how much do you think the help of an adult red dragon would rally the troops, so to speak?
I think that could be a game changer for the entire prison if done right.
Well, I think we've got an exciting day in our hands tomorrow, Skull. And you see Sylvia, even though she was kind of like excited in that moment, there's like a brief moment where she falters, and then she just kind of like puts it back on. And she says, with all we're doing, obviously hope and believe that we can make it out of this alive. But I want you to promise me that everyone else on my crew, if you can do anything, if you're willing to fall on any sword, you do it for them, not me, okay?
You're trying to make a deal with a pirate?
Seems that way, doesn't it?
Alright. You have yourself a deal, Sylvia Etherhorn. And it's time for everyone to rest. And I see your messages about wanting to keep going. Don't worry, we're not quite ending the session yet. Good to know that you all can keep going. I want to get to a place where we set things up for next time. So, I believe the only members of your team that are exhausted are Genghis and Diya. And it's only one level of exhaustion. Which is good. So, it's the final day. We know what Hedson's doing.
What are they doing?
We
can resolve that.
This is crazy.
So, Sylvia, you get a knock on your cell door. Ping, ping, ping!
Yes?
The door opens in a long admiral coat, white hair tied back, sword at her hip. You see Admiral Ramina Ishtar flanked by 4 Navy officers. Sylvia, execution time.
Oh. And they sent my favorite person to come and show me the way. That's very, very nice of them, honestly. I was hoping, that I get to have some, I don't know, one-on-one time with you. Big fan, when you, sliced us all up back in Dalavar. That was really cool. I don't know. I'm a bit flustered.
Ishtar starts to tip over. Sorry, dozed off for a second. All right, let's go.
Oh my god, so aloof. And then she just follows.
The following things are going to happen as Sylvia is being walked outside. Hedson, you wake up.
All right, Xenos, we got a big day ahead.
Big day, Hedrover. Time to cause some chaos.
This is where kings become gods, Xenos.
And where gods become rulers of the universe.
And where ruling the universe. I can't think of any bigger than that.
Hedson's going crazy this session.
Out
Hedson,
of prison and talk to us, all together. He needs people.
he's
Going
talking to
nuts.
himself, literally.
I have a head in my brain.
Okay, Hedson. It's the final day. Skull and Genghis are available. What's your plan? Genghis cannot cast magic because their cuffs have not been broken.
I go to Skull first and foremost.
My king, he says sarcastically.
Oh, come on, you could do better than that. Anyway, look, I know you and I have been through a lot, but I know more than anyone that you're probably the most adept fighter I've ever come across. You're buff, quick on your feet, you're sarcastic, some other fourth thing. With me so far?
Get to the point.
Okay. I'm gonna try to break a red dragon out of the bottom cell.
Sylvia
We're gonna have a
mentioned.
big riot. Yes. We need to beat the shit out of everyone in our way. Are you with me?
I've been accumulating some weapons. I think we'll be just fine.
Oh.
We're in. Cool. So we're gonna try to find the place where they have like a bunch of panels that are like holding the security room and everything. I don't know anything about security panels, but I do know how to break things, including bones.
All right. Well, that sounds like a plan, Hedson. Let's make our way downstairs when we get the opportunity. I think... Do we stealth it, or do we just rush? There's 3 guards watching us at all times, 2 martial fighters and 1 mage. It's doable. But... there's gonna be a lot more on the way down.
I think we try to play it cool, and then when push comes to shove, we maim, injure, and bludgeon everyone that gets in the way.
Excellent. Now, before we resolve this, because this is going to be big, I want to know what Diya and Elanor are doing. This is the final day. You don't have to worry about working. You do know that Sylvia is set to be executed. And I don't think you know what the other group is planning. So what do you do on the final...
We haven't been able to talk to each other.
Super important question. Elanor, did you sleep last night?
I did not sleep.
Okay. You're choosing to acquire 1 level of exhaustion, which means disadvantage on skill checks, not attacks, just skill checks.
Wait, what?
That's what happens if you don't sleep in D&D.
Hold on. I will say we did have that
You
entire
did,
conversation.
That's why I asked Addie if she chose to sleep. If you choose to sleep, you will make a Constitution saving throw. You have a choice to make. Do you want to guaranteed stay in summer form and have disadvantage on all skill checks? Or do you want to make this con save as you sleep?
Question.
Which is quite high.
With the conversation that we had, does that have any influence on the DC of this con save?
The con save was enabled by the conversation that you had.
What?
Otherwise, this wouldn't have happened. Because this is something that the 2 of you want.
Let's go.
Addie,
RP wins
you
games.
have to get a Constitution saving throw of at least a 17 in order to maintain this form.
Oh, I don't
So
think your
easy.
con is that good.
This is so
Is
easy.
it good?
Hey, RP
You got
guys.
con.
Guys, RP.
My favorite, my literal
So
favorite
it's
part
up
of
to
the
you.
game.
You can do this con save. If it fails, you're waking up in winter form. You can still use magic. You still have your rogue stuff. We can say that Needle gave you a knife, so you're not defenseless.
We're absolutely gonna need ability checks. I feel like we can't be.
I want to do the con save. Doing the con
You
save.
need a 17, Addie.
Frick.
Been rolling well, baby. You've been rolling pretty well, and now I need you to come through.
This is the
The-
I
easiest
love
con
you.
The
save.
dice
Such
tells
an
its
easy-
story.
This is such an easy con save.
Roll of faith. So true, Timmy.
Not even faith. This is just easy.
Well,
No.
That's less than 17.
Elanor, you
Motherfucker.
Dream.
Michael, man.
You dream of your mother and father. Your father stoically looking over a winter landscape, big antlers on his head. You dream of your mother looking over her own flaming volcanic landscape. You think of being pulled back and forth between your 2 feuding parents from childhood, and how, whether or not you wanted it, you so desperately just wanted to be accepted by one of them, to the point where you were willing to let yourself be changed by them, and then one day you just found that it was out of your control. And you wake up in your winter form. What did you say, sis? The mic had trouble picking it up.
Said F me. You did nothing right.
Diya. This is your final day. You have the tools. You could potentially break more cuffs. What's the plan?
Is that my like action? Just wondering for the morning.
Oh, no. I just want to check in with
Okay.
Diya. Both of
No,
you
I was just checking.
Both of you are awake. You could try to break out. You could just wait for stuff to happen. It is entirely up to you, but it will have consequences on what's going to happen very soon.
So Diya wakes up and he sees like kind of Elanor and the state she's in. Okay. All right, kids back home, acting. Diya walks over to Elanor. Elanor. We are more than family. You, Sylvia, heads in everything that I believe in, and I believe in you more than anything. I believe in you more than myself. And he kisses Elanor.
Okay. I want to know how Elanor reacts to this. Addie, you are of no pressure to react any way in particular. Just be honest.
Elanor takes it. She receives it. She
Receives.
she doesn't know, like she's not fighting back. She she's not like immediately know. She's confused. She's still sitting in the kiss as she's thinking.
A little,
She doesn't she's very what?
I
What?
will explain Diya's intention
I think I
behind
know your
this.
intention.
Diya is basically attempting to, and these are Diya's feelings. Like, we've established this from day one that Diya's had a crush on Elanor, but this is attempting to give Elanor another chance at a Constitution saving throw to try and allow her to choose who she wants to be in this moment.
She's confused more internally, not because of you kissing her. It's not confusing to her. She's more, it's finally like, am I really worth this? Like another person actually caring about me this much? That was just giving my explanation of her being confused in this case.
Yep.
And if you want, Elanor, you can make a Constitution saving throw with a DC of 15.
Whew.
And again, this is from Diya's perspective on how he feels he should fix things. This should by no means influence how Elanor feels, if this is acceptable or not.
And this is also mechanically the thing you're doing for today.
Yep. No, I like letting the dice tell its story. She's
Okay.
conflicted. She's confused. Not about Diya, but about
So
storms
you
and
can
stuff.
notice me.
Oh no.
Okay, unfortunately.
6? That's what you said?
Yeah.
Fuck.
Dice are
Alright,
telling
you
a
are-
story.
You are
That was
kissed,
all
Tried.
the time.
and Elanor, you kind of let Diya hold on to you for a second. The kiss ends. You're confused. You're still in your winter form. Your friend is supposed to be executed soon. There's a lot going on here.
Diya, you have done so much for me. I need to overcome this on my own. I can tell. You've tried your hardest. But it's my time to help you. Captain? What do you want me to do?
Right.
I'm gonna call this episode 2 Kisses, by the way.
I was just thinking right now, I wish I went last, that when I talked to Skull, I was like, my Skull, the strongest out of all of us.
I need the Michael supercut of this
obviously,
campaign. I need the Michael supercut.
Didn't see like the prior two things happen, but just like repeats Diya's line verbatim, like, so when I met you, we weren't even, we were something more than family. We were
Why is everyone attracted to me? It was Sylvia like 10 episodes ago.
You're stronger than me.
I'm a lizard.
You're more reptilian than me.
Lizards need love too, motherfucker.
You're cold-blooded, but you have a beating heart.
It could be called Almost 3 Kisses, because Ren and Diya almost kissed.
Ren's so
Hey,
confused.
listen, we don't know what that was.
Now that okay,
Where's Irie at, by the way?
you're fucked up because if there's more
Ren
time,
and Irie
we
are
don't make
hanging
more
out. Ren
kisses.
has like a little cup of like shitty prisoner coffee and is like staring at the two of you going,
Listen, like all elvish kind are like you don't know what like elves are the epitome of bisexual. Let's be honest.
truly.
Irie, when I first met you, I was a boy.
No, fuck bisexual, omnisexual. Anyways,
Absolutely.
Diya's like, right. I'm sorry. I am the captain.
We need to get out.
Yes, you are.
But
We're trying
I
to
will
sneak.
say,
Sneak? Sneak?
I mean, sneaking is always good, but you need to get out, Diya. You need to get out. I know I'm getting out in the next few days after the execution, so I truly want you to get out. You need to get healed. You need to get better. You need to get back to our ship.
Okay.
Our ship is our crew. I am not the priority. Sylvia is. Elanor and the two of you, I need you to whatever we have to have faith that our friends are working on their own devices to get out of here. I need the three of you to be ready to react to whatever happens.
You trust
Because
your friends came up with the plan?
Look, you don't know them like I do. Sylvia will not die without a fight, and Henson is just finally realizing who they are as a person. And I refuse to believe that either of them will go down without a goddamn fight. So you are going to look at me and you're going to believe in what I say, and you're going to prepare for whatever fucking happens, because we are getting out of here, all of us, alive, because I am the goddamn captain.
He's kind of intense, Elanor. I don't know.
I love Ren. This campaign is so good.
I love my family so much.
We cut
So much.
to 3 individuals walking in slow motion down a hallway. A beanpole with blonde hair tied back in a ponytail. A lizard folk in a tank top with a crowbar that he has accumulated, and leading a fit dwarf with a beard and a prison knife. Hedson, sneaking or breaking?
We're gonna try sneaking first. Before I start sneaking, I visualize Xenos in my head, and I'm like, Xenos, we are the most captivating, handsome, accomplished people I can imagine.
We are mesmerizing with our mere presence, Hedrover.
We're more than just family, Xenos. We're like the perfect being. There's no way we can fight. And I basically am like mentally sending whatever it is love is between you and a catatonic being inside your own brain is. I'm doing that. 3 kisses. Bam.
What are you doing, Hedrover?
We're like you're getting it. You're feel like this is gonna be a good stealth check. Ready? We're vibing right now. Holy shit, that was a 6. Sorry, a 7.
Hey, what are you doing? 3 Navy
I'm taking out a
soldiers run
knife and I'm
towards
like,
you.
fucking kill him.
Hedrover, roll initiative.
Okay.
You could have avoided this, and then that happened.
This was a 14.
Okay, 14 for Hedrover. Oh my god, I didn't think there'd be combat this time, and you know, sometimes stuff just happens. Okay, Hedrover, or Hedson, excuse me, 14. And just let me know
What's this music?
how the timing is. It's a little silly. Skull went before you.
Yes, go, Skull. We're you know what?
Jingus went before Skull, but can't use magic, so I don't know how this is gonna go.
Fuck!
Oh my.
Jingus, you're the most accomplished person I
My king, I'm scared!
know. I'm blowing kisses your way right now.
No, I know exactly what happens. Jingus uses the help action for Henson.
Oh, true. How much HP do these
Oh,
soldiers
Jesus.
have? Okay, good to know.
Jesus fucking Christ.
2 martial soldiers, 1 mage. You're in a hallway on the way down to the elevator.
Oh
Um,
no.
Jingus is first. My king! Take a help action! Jingus just runs to the back. You can do it!
Thank you. I'm kissing everyone because I'm not going down, not kissing anyone this episode.
Skull flies into a rage, and runs up to kind of like get attention and attack the first one. He's gonna reckless attack to get advantage, definitely hitting. His weapon is the equivalent of a quarterstaff, which I believe when wielded two-handed is a D8. So Skull raging is going to deal. Jesus, he almost kills this Navy soldier. Skull just like whams into this Navy soldier with the crowbar. The Navy soldier falls on his back. Ah! Skull like hisses in his face. Hedson, it's your turn. 1 wounded Navy soldier, 2 full health ones.
Sylvia feels a sexy disturbance and is just like, oh.
Why are you attacking the lizard?
I'm going to try to put down. Actually, all right. I'm going to try to hit the one standing, the other martial soldier.
The other martial one, yeah, absolutely. You have 2 attacks with your dagger.
That's a dirty 20.
Yep, that definitely hits. And you also have an unarmed attack. So 2 dagger attacks, 1 armed attack, 1 unarmed attack.
Okay, 2 dagger attacks. So
Dagger actually does the same damage as your unarmed attacks.
It does. I realize that after fact, so I'm just like going for tendons, I guess.
Yep, because you're a monk and it's a monk weapon.
Okay,
So
that's gonna be an 11, and I'm gonna try to do the stunning strike.
okay,
I'm basically
11 damage.
11 damage. Yeah.
Okay, total.
Ooh, goddamn.
And then it's a con 15.
Natural 3.
You're
Okay,
fucking.
they're stunned.
This guy's cracked.
So I have
Hedson
2 more
jumps up,
attacks.
stab, punch
I'm
in
like-
the face.
I'm like immediately just going like using his full medical knowledge, being like tendons, whee!
Yep.
And like swiping at his like Achilles. So I have 2 more attacks. So I have 1 more dagger attack, and then
You dealt
1
11
arm.
damage on the first dagger attack?
Yeah, I didn't roll the second one even. I was going for
Damn,
stunning
okay.
first.
Yeah, go for it. You have advantage on the rest.
This guy's cracked.
I have advantage on the rest. Oh
Yeah, because
shit.
they're stunned.
Oh right.
Normally, stunning only happens after unarmed strikes. I don't care. This you're kind of punching. You're doing a bunch of stuff.
Okay, so that's a 27
Definitely
and
hits.
so it's a 27. Roll another d6 plus 5.
Mm-hmm.
Let's fucking go. That is an 11.
Oh my god. Okay. Roll it with advantage 1 more time.
And then okay. 19.
Yep. Now roll that damage.
Okay. 7. And I'm going to tack on a
Hand of harm?
spite. Yeah, a little bit of hand of harm action.
Okay.
That is another d6 plus 4.
Okay. They
I
have
need
1
to make
HP
sure.
left, so I think you're gonna do it.
Okay.
Hedson, how do you finish
That
off
was
this
literally
Navy soldier in one blitz.
I like slash it and I'm like, I'm the king meeting. And it's like wailing on him, like just punching him in the face over
you
and over again.
aura him. He's stunned until finally the final blow just like slams him into the wall and he hits the ground dead.
Okay. Anyone next? Anyone else want to go?
It's the mage now. All right. Let's see. I feel like the mage is probably going to do the most effective thing they have. The mage is going to run back. Dexterity saving throw from all three of you.
Cool.
Oh shit.
No, I can't really.
Genghis
Fireball.
succeeds. Skull succeeds.
Oh, 25.
Jingus is
You
cracked.
all succeed. Genghis has been rolling 17s and 18s on like nothing checks.
Jingus will be our savior.
Jingus will be your savior. I one-shot that guy.
All right.
Are we
So
talking telepathically?
you don't have evasion yet as a monk, right?
I think I do actually. Hold on.
Check features and traits.
Didn't you say you rolled a 25?
I rolled
Do
a
you even need
25,
evasion?
Yeah, but evasion means on a successful dex save you take no damage.
I think that's level 7 for monks.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So
Okay.
you all take 13 points of fire damage.
So
As-
I'm going to, before that happens, I am going to do deflect missiles.
Which does not work on.
Doesn't
works
work
on
on
ranged
energy
projectiles.
projectiles.
attacks,
deflect
not
fire.
spells.
Got it.
So the Navy mage runs back, and
I've tried,
Hedson,
Michael.
you've cast magic before. You've seen magic before. It's very like the way that the Navy mage moves their hand. It's like drawing arcane lines in the air. It's very geometric. There's a burst of fire in the hallway. But because they use their action to attack, they're not calling for help.
So that's 13, you said?
Yep.
So can I do the telekinetic reprisal?
That's only on melee attacks against you, unfortunately, I believe.
Yeah, it's within 10 feet of me, so it's farther.
Oh. You know what? I'll allow it. It's cool.
We're in a hallway, so I'm just riffing with
I'll allow it, sure.
Can they make a strength saving?
Believe it
throw,
or not, not great at strength. Natural 3.
Okay, so they're
-1.
gonna take 2d8 damage.
Oh my god. Yeah, from your gift to the Gem Dragon.
Holy shit, that's 14.
This guy is going
And
fucking
they're
crazy right now.
they're pushed 10 feet away.
Okay, so Gift of the Gem Dragon is your telekinetic reprisal attack that is justified as being like a part of Xeno within you. So as you are blasted by this fire, how does your blast of like mental energy work?
It is like the physical personance of Xenos like coming out of me and going like, get the hell back, and just like shoves them all away.
I'm your
and, like,
stand, Hedrover! Aura! 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 These Navy soldiers are almost dead. Genghis runs up with a shiv and is gonna attempt to stab one of the soldiers.
I love
Wait, what does the help action do again, by the way?
It just gives you advantage on your attacks.
Okay, cool.
Oh. Well, now he's attacked. Either way, you succeeded greatly. Genghis deals 5 points of damage to the remaining martial soldier, stabbing him in the back. Skull is going to make his reckless attacks. Raging. That hits. That hits.
It's like the worst stealth mission. We're just bludgeoning
Seriously.
everybody.
As is tradition.
Ooh, Skull rolled 2 1s for the damage on his 2 quarterstaff attacks. Wait, hold on. +2 for rage. +1, so that's 3. His mod. Okay. Skull is still able to bludgeon the Navy Marshal one that Genghis just stabbed to death. Stab! Boom! Skull whacks him on the skull. There's only the mage remaining. Heads, and it's your turn.
Cool. I'm just gonna run over and try to stab the shit out of the mage.
Go for it. Roll to hit. It might only take 1 attack.
Okay. Oh, that's not good. 12.
First one, they dodge. Roll again.
Okay.
Critical.
So I
Yeah,
have 2
there you are,
attacks.
Matt.
It's 2 attacks, right? Oh yeah, it's two attacks.
2 attacks and
one
then an
unarmed.
unarmed strike.
Oh, not good again. 10.
Okay, last one.
Can I spend a
Well, you
Before I
still
flurry.
have one more. I'd say just
Okay.
try it before you flurry of blows.
number 17?
That hits. Roll that damage. for the unarmed strike.
9.
Henson, how do you want to do this?
So they're like, Genghis has put like a knife in the back, and they're like trying to crawl away, and I'm like, no, no witnesses. And it's like punch them and just knock them out.
Amazing. All 3 Navy soldiers are defeated in a bloody hallway, also partially exploded because of the fireball that was cast. We need to move now. Where's this dragon?
There's a security panel, and they're downstairs.
Okay. You run into the elevator. Stealth check with advantage now.
Cool.
Because now the attention is
could be-
being called to that, and you are past that now.
He murdered like the guards.
Yep.
Okay. Stealth check. Woo! Okay. Let's see if we can get any better though. Okay, 23.
Hedson, you hit the elevator. You are able to... Genghis has the idea to hide the bodies in a supply closet, too. Anything for you, my king!
You're doing good!
As you all, the 3 of you, take the elevator down. I swiped a key card, Skull says, as he is able to take you all down to Block A. You are in front of... You are in front of the key, the panel that seals Block A. Hedson, you know that behind it, is the red dragon in their cell. What do you want to do? It seems...
This fucking music.
I know, I had to change it. I haven't listened to everything. Hedson, it seems like a lot of the soldiers have gone to where Sylvia is. And Sylvia, you see that your execution is happening outside, in front of the prison island of Bastille. And it looks like a crowd has gathered. From the information you've accumulated, there's people that live on Bastille. A lot of these Navy soldiers live on Bastille, but there's also their families. There's a lot of civilians. Seems like a crowd of hundreds has come to watch your execution, which is up on a raised stage. And you are slowly being escorted towards it. Hedson, what do you do?
Can the red dragon hear me from within the cell?
You can try talking.
A king of the skies like yourself has no place behind doors. Hiya! And I swipe open the door with the key card.
Hiya!
Yeah, I realized. I thought so. I didn't know if it was a swipe, like a vertical swipe, where it's the side of the card, or if it's like a credit card swipe. So I'm like, hiya!
Either way, with a dramatic flourish, the door opens. The individual in the cell looks up. Who are you?
I'm known by many names. King of Dalavar.
Hedson, keep telling him our names!
The glue of the ferret friends. But
Yes!
You may call me a friend. And I put out a hand.
Do you know who I am?
Not a damn thing.
Well, you're about to find out. He grabs you by the hand and stands up in his very large cell. You like to get the door? And he indicates a latch for the key card.
Kia.
And Hedson, I need you to make a persuasion check with advantage, which is very important.
Fuck. Okay. Hmm. 9.
Oh no.
Nah, yeah.
Okay. Hedson, you
With advantage.
open the individual cell. The bars become undone. Thank you for freeing me, friend. I am Lucius Rex, and I've destroyed more Navy ships than they could count. And as he steps onto all fours, You see his bones crack and his spine bend until he takes the form of an adulterate dragon. His wings start to fly as he starts busting out of the ceiling above him. Hedzen, your persuasion check was not enough for him to try and avoid hitting you on his way out.
Okay.
You are going to take 18 points of bludgeoning damage as you are just slammed by his tail.
Cool. That's fine.
And he flies out. The prison
Fuck.
shakes.
No. Is that you laughing, you motherfucker?
What?
Wait, what are you saying no to?
What am I saying no to?
Yeah.
The fucking dragon leaving.
Sylvia flies into the sky. Or not Sylvia. Jesus. Sorry, it's getting
I'm
late.
free.
It's getting late. The dragon flies up. You all hear roar echoing throughout the prison. It seems like it might be time, Diya and Elanor. Sylvia, you are being walked towards your execution. You are getting up on the stage. You see two Navy soldiers armed with bladed weapons made out of Magitech when the roar echoes throughout. As the giant adulterate dragon climbs onto the top of the prison, Sylvia, you see, standing to supervise the execution, Ramina Ishtar, Admiral Grant Zeus, and Vice Admiral Hector Briggs. They all turn. Briggs takes a cigar out of his mouth. What the... The dragon roars and breathes fire into the air.
All this fanfare for little old me?
Sylvia, suddenly there is a sound of a Gatling gun as a whole row of Navy soldiers is mowed down. Now, jet planes don't exist in Gran Insulae because there's not enough fuel for them and everything is Magitech powered. But you see what looks like a 6-foot-across mini jet plane fire at a whole row of Navy soldiers. The plane flies into the air. The wings start unfolding. Out from the jet plane, mechanical legs come out. Boosters on the back. 2 arms come out. One with a bladed hand, one with mechanical fingers, and finally, a head rotates upwards. A head with a beard made out of iron, a furnace for a mouth. As Skull's Captain Ironbeard appears to have gotten some upgrades. And he says to all the Navy people below him, "Looks like you've learned what it's like to mess with the Ironbeard pirate." And that's where we're going to end tonight's session.
Oh, what?
You guys ready to Marineford this shit?
What the fuck?
Brother, I'm in Marineford.
I do, because
my
the next
God.
thing that Diya's going to do, nobody is ready for.
I'm so excited.
Damn it.
I finally
I
got
don't
to
even
whip out
know.
Jed Ironbeard too. I've had that stat block for a while.
Diya, if you do anything ridiculous, I'm just letting you know. As a player, Elanor is not gonna let you do anything crazy that would hurt you.
Oh my God. The way
Diya's gonna
that
do
all of
something
us are
crazy
just
that's gonna hurt him.
refusing to let each
You
other hurt each other.
stupid! Elanor is that might not be a good choice, sir.
Diya's
Oh
very
my
stupid
God.
right now.
Timmy's paying attention to the real, most important
Two
parts
major
of
character
the session.
kisses. True.
Two major damn right.
True.
Hey, I
Damn
tried to
right.
kiss myself.
The fact that you just tried
Dude,
so hard.
if
I messaged-
Hedson, like, if Hedson totally pulled it off, Elanor was gonna like just 100% next time she saw you, just like big smooch, being like, "That's what you
Oh my
needed."
God.
Amazing.
I mean, even if he's not like 100% just like helping us, there's still an adult red dragon that's gonna be in the fray, fucking shit up. Just fucking shit up.
Yeah,
That's still
that's
gonna
true.
help.
Yeah.
I definitely was like, I messaged I mentioned Addie being like, "Oh my god, the power of self-love. What if I love myself?" And then Hed's like, "What the fuck are you doing?" And I'm like, "Yeah, we should focus on the dragon." Yeah, that's.
This fucking episode had everything. Let me tell you, that first half, well, really that first like 2/3, I was like, wow, I'm doing nothing. I kept rolling absolute
Yeah, that
dog
sucked.
shit. I had nothing I could fucking do. Oh, but then that sweet, sweet advantage and that exact
That smooch.
DC hit when I fucking talked to Helen. Oh,
Is
my
good. Is real
God.
good.
How dynamite is Helen Will-O-Wisp as a name too, by the way. I came up with
It's
that.
a
That's
good.
right.
It's a good name.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Thank you all so much for coming by. It's been such a pleasure. Next time, y'all, get ready, because it's probably going to be all initiative, all combat. It might not even wrap in one session, because
Holy
you're
fuck.
gonna Marine for
Jesus.
Yeah, this is gonna be
it's gonna
holy
be
fuck.
a lot. There's a lot that could happen. There's a lot of bad stuff that could happen. You're not out of the woods yet by any means.
I don't
Got
even.
needle.
I think it's worse than it was, to be honest. But
No,
I'm
y'all,
excited.
don't forget, we got needle in all of our cell block. Cell block G.
The thing is that I'm up there already. All they gotta do is be like, let's just get this over with, and now we take care
Did
of
they
everything else
do
that's
that
going
in the
on.
show?
Ace was on the
No.
stand for like 30 episodes.
30 episodes, and I watched them all. By the way, we got
true.
Yeah.
We
That's
got time.
true.
We got, I think once the dragon's down, you're down.
Yep. So definitely tune in next time, because we're gonna probably have an all combat session. There's gonna be a lot of
Shit's
stuff
getting
that happens.
real, y'all.
There is stuff that the players do not know about that is going to happen.
Oh my god. I already didn't fucking know about a goddamn dragon and Ironbeard. When you said, I was
Y'all.
like, what the fuck? And just like Timmy said, I was like, what is this Transformer shit? What's happening?
It's Jet
I couldn't think of
Ironbeard.
who it could possibly be.
What's
It's
so hard to
so
understand?
That's so sick.
Don't trust the cousins, y'all. Don't trust the cousins. That's all
What
I
does that
got.
mean?
I don't know. I just don't trust them. I don't think they
I've
got
been
a good
trusting them
history.
this whole fucking session.
I
Nah,
know,
trust
but I
them.
think if they want to save their asses, they're not going to try to
Now
save
you're making
yours.
me
Now, one of them
struggle.
is into me. They're trustworthy.
No, they're not
That's
gonna
true.
fuck me up.
Irie, if you leave with Irie, I think she'll protect you. But
If-
Ren, don't trust Ren.
If they don't do what they can to save Sylvia, Granny Etherhorn ain't gonna take that shit. There's no shot she's gonna continue teaching them fuck all if they just let me die.
Well, if she knows.
Indeed.
That's
All right.
true.
So we're going to
Fuck.
have our little goodbyes, and we will pick up next time.
Oh my
We are going to
God.
at
I
least
just wanna do
begin
it right now.
the escape. Sylvia's still in cuffs. This is going to be rough, y'all.
I don't have my weapons.
Yeah. Thank you all so much for coming by. My name is Julian or JuliCiel. You can continue tuning into these sessions, because I think this completed campaign, once we get there in like 10 or 15 more sessions, is going to be truly incredible. And I'm so grateful that among all the many hyper edited and awesome high budget streams out there, that you tune into this, which is basically just us putting a camera on our friends. It truly means so much. You can listen to the Realm Tree audio series. We're approaching 17,000 downloads, which I'm so grateful for. We have a merch discount as well. Our merch is discounted for the month of November, which we haven't officially announced yet, but if it hasn't taken effect, it should very soon. Yeah, tune in on Friday to the Free Forge. Our campaign is starting to wrap up too. Addie, who are you and where can people find you?
Hello, my name is Addie. I'm a voice actor. You can hire me by going to my website, and I don't know, there's a contact page. Just write me there. You can also check out my work on there. Sung some stuff for Nick Jr., voice on Bread Barbershop.
Marshall, drive
was
that
the voice
fire
of
truck.
Airheads for a good second, but not anymore. So darn you, Airheads, darn you.
I'll never eat them again.
Yeah,
What even is
don't
an
do it
Airhead?
until they hire
Do
me
you
back.
Besmirch
That's
my
a real
friend
Airhead
unless you
move
want to
on their
hire her
part.
back.
This is me starting everyone to hate airheads until they hire me back. They hired a man after me.
Oh,
Rude.
ghetto.
How rude.
No.
How dare.
Mm-mm.
What a bunch of airheads. I'm stealing Julian's joke.
But absolutely, you can check me out on also the award-winning series, The Realm Tree, as one of my, maybe if my favorite character of all time, Sunshine Von Brass. And there's so many other phenomenal characters, let me tell you, because Julian's a brilliant casting director and writer and director, along with everyone else on the team as well. But enough about me, because Elanor really cares about someone else named Diya. Oh, Diya.
What up? It's your boy, Matthew, your friendly neighborhood photographer who plays that character named Diya, who's currently going through an internal character crisis, who can't decide who or what he is, what good and bad means, because his mom and dad brought him up a certain way, and we'll get into that later. So, hey, you can check me out on, I don't even know what this accent is because I'm from the Midwest. So
Hey.
let's be honest. Hey, check me out, Matthew Eberle Photography. Hey, you want me to do some photos? Cool. You want to do some headshots? I got it. Weddings? I'll fucking crush it. So, hit me
He
up.
will crush it. He will crush it. I've seen
In the
it.
meantime, if you're looking for someone to like perform some of that suave ass motherfucking background music, hit mother fucking, yeah, I'm gonna emphasize that. Fucking, I'm sorry, was that not clear enough? Was that not clear enough? Hit up motherfucking Malik. Woo!
It's build up.
Sylvia is a motherfucker too.
Oh my god, canon. Canonically. Oh my god, Jamie Whammy just gifted me a sub wig.
Jamie
Thank
rules.
you, Jamie.
Jamie rules. We were
Oh
together
my
on
god.
Free Forage.
Yes, hello. I am Malik. I do in fact make music with my dearest friend Rachel in our band Astral Emissary. We are in the early, what is the thing called when it's like a
Honeymoon phase.
incubator stage of a new album, and I'm very excited about it. And you can follow me at the Maliki Cauldron to find out any sorts of like sneaky peeky behind the scenes snippets, not whippets, because that's not good for you. You follow me there. And you can also listen to Radio Kaizokudan, which is a One Piece podcast that myself and two of my other friends do, where one friend has never ingested any One Piece, and we force him to. We pin his eyes open like at the end of A Clockwork Orange and make him watch all of Brooks' hilarious jokes. Just kidding, he hasn't actually gotten to that point yet. Oh, no, he has. Okay. Anywho, I also just want to say, wow, I fucking love this game, y'all. I fucking love this game. This game is so good.
This
I
is
fucking
just the
love
build up too, y'all.
all of these fucking people
the
that I'm getting to
build-up.
play with. It's like so. Oh, my vibrations are so. They're so high right now. And yeah, thank you for watching. If you want to hire any of the people who said that they could do things, you have to hire me first and then hire them. And then if you want to hire me, you have to hire them to then hire me. It's all where we keep it like it's a web system. Anyhow, speaking of webs, why don't I got nothing. Michael, what's going on in the neck of the woods?
Speaking of webs, I
We're
got
on the web right now.
We're on the web right now, and you can find me on the web at
saved me.
Steam_Gorilla on Twitter and Twitch.tv/Steam_Gorilla. I'm Michael. I should have led with that. You might recognize me from the show you just watched and the sleuthing I did, the persuading, Mamma Mia. I love doing this. I play fighting games. I'm a commentator. I'm a tournament organizer for a bunch of shit now. I'm a tournament organizer for Guilty Gear, Skullgirls. You want me to organize your thing, you let me know. And if you want to give me $5, give me $5. I don't know. And if you want to hire Julian, give me $5, then hire Julian. Give me $5.
And also give me $5
give-
on
give
Venmo,
everyone
Cash App, whatever you
$5.
want.
Yes,
Yeah,
indeed.
true. Also give me $5,000.
And then 5,000. Give me after the 5,000. Give me $5.
Oh my God. Amazing.
Branding.
Thank you all so much for coming by. And you know, when you have a sweet, lovely character like Matt's Diya Morningstar, they don't need a traumatic backstory. You can traumatize them in game, and I think that's the way to take away. That's the takeaway from today. So thank you all so much for coming by. Jamie, thank you so much for swinging by as well. I know you're super, super busy. I am going to go ahead and do a little raid. I'll raid our dear buddy Nick Meyer.
Raid it up.
So
Raid it.
thank you all so much.
Raid and
Nick
show
Meyer, an
him.
incredible person who plays on Mercy and the Bullholes, also basically the person who got me to Twitch affiliate in a week. So I want to raid their channel. Thank you all so much for coming by. Tune in next time for possibly the conclusion of all of this. I'm so excited. Peace!